secret is some of you have got an issue with the military-industrial complex and our involvement in this entertainment industry. You want to know what I've been saying? I've been saying you're soft with your flippity floppity noodly little baby arms and your soft squishy little bodies. It's time you learned how to get hard. You want to know what's hard? Me. I'm hard. So hard right now. Ain't nothing harder than me. Hard as a rock. Hard as a goddamn brick wall. Ain't nothing harder. What is it the kids are saying these days? I'm bricked up. Bricked right on up. All right, let me confirm. I am not bricked up, but I am hard. Hard as a rock. You want to know what else is hard besides myself? Rockets, guns, grenades, blood, guts, glory, and definitely some explosions. Tanks, jets, boats, helicopters, submarines, anything that is moving at extreme speeds as fast as humanly possible with a flag painted on the side of it headed to blow up folks that don't look like me. And what better place to experience this excellence than in the comfort of your own home, or even better, in a dark room surrounded by strangers sitting in front of a big old screen. Criticless. Get bricked up. Go review something, but be hard while you do it. Stop using Criticless. This is Sergeant Dick, and I approve this message.
Warning. The following show features reviews from wildly unprofessional critics operating without the supervision of professionals. The thoughts and opinions held by these individuals are not to be taken seriously and do not come from a place of intellectual integrity. This show doesn't reflect the opinions of Criticless or its users. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up? What's up? What is up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to Criticless Cast Unhinged. We are back. We are here, and we are ready to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully our audio is good. Hopefully the video is good. Hopefully everything is running smoothly. But if anybody knows anything about Unhinged, then they know that this studio format is an absolute crap show. And that's why we regularly start late, but that's okay. You guys get it. You know what's going on. You know the drill. You were already talking crap in the comment section before we even got started. So you know what to expect. You know the show. But yeah, today we are planning on talking about the retro 1990 film Nightbreed. This is one of our horror series. I don't know. We're doing Spooktober. I don't know what we're calling it. It's a something. It's a spooky movie season movie that you guys voted on, and I have never seen it. None of us actually have, and I think many of you in the chat hadn't either. It was a Clive Barker film that went super under the radar, and so I am excited to dig into that. And if you noticed from the thumbnail and from the title, I'm actually also planning on talking about Good Fortune with these guys. That is the new Keanu Reeves movie where he's an angel. It's directing and starring him, Keanu, Aziz Ansari, Seth Rogen, and an assortment of other folks. But I actually just got out of that film, so I didn't know what to expect, and I'm still processing, but it was interesting, and I'm ready to tell you guys if it's worth checking out or not as well, if you are coming in for that reason, if you saw that. So we'll be talking about that movie completely spoiler-free before we dig into Nightbreed, but this is going to be the show as usual. But what I really need to do is introduce the usual Spud Specs. The fellas, they're here. You know, Chris is here. He did not get called away by his mail order bride or AI order bride, whatever we're calling it this day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a AI email order bride.
AI email order bride. Yeah. Right. How's that going?
Lots of vowels.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's going great.
Yeah.
Lovely day today. We had the county showed an appreciation for us, so we got half a day. Well, actually, they sent everybody to Carowinds, but I didn't want to go to Carowinds with people that I don't like. So, no offense to anyone watching. I just took the day off, essentially. So it was
nice.
Lovely. And it was a lovely day here in North Kakalaki.
Right.
Nice fall weather.
Well, you can thank all the lovely people of Charlotte for paying for your half day off. You know, life is a Fed. It's good.
And Huntersville and Matthews.
Right.
Yeah.
All those other counties that we don't care about and towns.
Those are,
No, don't.
It's all the same county,
They're
which is why they pay me.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, but the semantics, you know what I'm saying?
It is all semantics. It's all fed.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've also got Mr. Matthew Verlacu in the chat.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, we are back. It has been a absolutely bonkers week. I am a little strung out. Done a
We're
lot.
on like show number 5.
At least show number 5. Tuesday night's show was 5.5 hours, and I was like about to pass out from that, and so that was a whole lot. But you know, it's I'm making it. I'm staying alive, and I love that we have Mo Zamboni here in the chat to give Chris crap.
Hell yeah.
It's every time Mo talks, he never even got to do a show with Chris,
I know.
and he's like,
Sad
Chris
about
is that
that.
guy, you know? So,
Yep.
But Mo's going to be back. Mo's going to be back really soon. And everybody in the chat, if you're not subbed to Mo's channel, do that, Mo's Game Room. He's been playing some video games and all that if you're into the video game streaming, and our Monday Hangover channel. He's kind of mostly running that. So, yeah, check out that. And I think Mo's, like I said, he'll be back in the studio before long, whether it be Monday Hangover and or this show, all of the above. So we are planning to do more. And Jake Stanley, if I see this mentioned one more time, I will come through the internet and kick you in the penis. No one calls me that. Actually, on Bro Science yesterday, they've decided to call me Big Dick Blaine. So in short,
Seems legit. That
know,
seems pretty legit.
I had nothing to do with this nickname. I didn't create it. I don't know how it started, but you know, BDB is the new way that they talk to me in the chats.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
I bet they do.
You know, well, it was funny because Beardo went to go pee, and then I told everyone when he was off camera that that's what they needed to start calling me when he came back, so he wouldn't know. And he's like, "What is BDB?" And he's like, sat there for me. He's like, "Big Dick Blaine." He like didn't even have to like.
Dude, he's like, I know Blaine did that.
Yep, exactly. He knew exactly what was coming. So
That's what she said.
got him. So yeah, but it's been a fun week, and there's more to come. I'm typically
Also what she said.
yes, also what she said. Yeah, I am not one typically to just start sending people over to big shows, but I will say that there are some things are brewing tomorrow with some friends of mine in the G&G community involving us, and just a lot of things on Nerdotics channel tomorrow for FNT, for Friday Night Tights. So I would say to keep your ear to the ground for things happening over there, because there is a lot of stuff happening in the community that I am just not allowed to talk about yet. So exciting things. So yeah, and obviously, wait, where did it go? I saw that there. Yeah, Couch Tater, you're right. You know, she is very, very lucky. I tell her that all the time. You know, she doesn't love to hear it, but you know.
Also,
Yes.
thank you, Tater, for the 5 gifties.
That's right. That's right.
There's
Thanks
actually
for bringing
5
that up.
others
There's
also.
actually 2. Yeah. We had 10 total. So we got Life on Marshmallows with freaking gifted 5 Criticless Cast memberships. Thank you so very much, Life on Marshmallows. And then we got another right back to back with that from Couch Tater as well. Thanks so much, guys. I freaking love it. It's awesome to see stuff come through on this channel like that after being on all these mega channels and watching like Geeks and Gamers read out 300 super chats
Just
for
the
like
money
2
flowing
hours.
in on this channel.
It's wild, man. You guys love them, but that's cool. That's how you support all the people in this community, and we all love it. That's how we all get to do what we do. And then obviously we are slightly in a different realm with Criticless, but you know, same thing. It's like this is our way to hang with you guys and do this thing, and it's just been really fun. And this is really like just such a fun way to get to know all of y'all even better as well. So it's just to do it with our channel, and I think there will probably be some more familiar faces on this channel in the future. Got off the phone with Drunk 3PO and with him and Beardo and some different people. We'll start to see probably some other people start to pop around on this channel to help spread the love to other places and you know, so that we can start seeing other faces other places. So it's going to be cool stuff.
Dude, that's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to having some guests.
Yeah. So we just got to figure out how to do it with our insane studio situation. So, you know, there's all of that.
Yeah. I don't foresee that being
It's super great. It's gonna be fun.
It'll be fun. It will be fun.
And our ears will be hot from wearing headphones. You know, so
true.
Yeah, but anyways, on to business here, guys. We know what y'all came for, and before I do that, though, I do want to say, Jake Stanley also in the chat dropped a twofer and said, "Watch FNT tomorrow. I think it will be awesome." And you're right, Jake. Everybody, definitely do that.
What's FNT?
Friday Night Tights. It's on Nerdotics channel. They're
Gotcha.
It's a very different vibe. But it is a panel show with a whole bunch of people and just a different kind of scenario. They talk about culture and stuff, but you know, they're tangential to this whole kind of community and all that. So, and a lot of people that came to Criticless have come via that show and many others. So, yeah, but definitely it's going to be fun stuff. And did Jay say bye? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, Jay did not say bye. He just hung up the phone on me. I was like, all right, dude, later. And I was like, bye. And he was already gone. Like, it was just a dial tone. So, as it goes. But yeah, so guys, thanks for all the super chats, all that stuff, for the memberships and everything. I see a lot of y'all in here that I haven't mentioned, like Gas Station Burrito and all sorts of other of you guys in here. So welcome to the chat for sure. And this is going to be a fun one. I'm excited to talk about Nightbreed and all the other stuff, but I think what we need to do now is dig straight into business. All right, and there's already audio coming through. Sorry about that, guys. At least not for everybody watching, I don't think. So we'll find out how this goes. If y'all let us know if there are audio issues. We have still been trying to get this to work the way that it should. StreamYard is my worst enemy.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think it changes our settings every single time.
Yes, with this type of a setup, it's like I can plug and play from home all the time. Everything works fine. Every time we come in the studio, it's like, nope. Not going to work.
Who are you people?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Right, exactly.
I've never seen you in my life.
It hates our setup's guts. So we'll see. Y'all just let us know. But we'll start things off light, you know, start things off spicy, if you will. And hopefully y'all will be able to hear it. But like I said, everybody in the chat, just let us know if you can't. She's got horsepower, you know. All right, Mama. How did she, like, what muscle pulls the ass up like that?
Well, the fact that she's not even moving.
Right.
And it's so nonchalant.
Right. Like, just so impressive. And I just love how he's just over and over saying horsepower and pointing at saying she's got horsepower. This thing has 2.3 million views.
It's because it's a conundrum.
Right.
How is she not moving anything but her ass?
Right.
And she's so doing it so casually.
Right.
Like, when did she learn she had this ability? She looks like she's
right.
50-something.
You never know. It's like sometimes it's like these older folks like this. It's like they might have been like a stone cold fox back in their 20s, and she's like, "You should have seen me pop this ass back in the day, baby."
Freak throwing that thing back
Yeah.
in her early days, and probably now. Obviously, clearly now.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for her.
What up, Naggardall? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, she's popping it. I don't know. That's mad skills, but I'm not hearing anybody saying they can't hear things. So sounds like y'all are. But this next one, let me go ahead and say this again.
Okay.
The number of viewers on this is absolutely bonkers. 52.7 million viewers on this video. Coming to you hot.
Bruh, look at this shit. I'm out here trying to paint my garage. I had my little bucket up there. I had the garage closed. My girl just got here. She opens it while I'm painting. She didn't know, but... Dog, look at this shit.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's me. I tried saving this shit. I was like, not my car.
Worthy sacrifice.
Not my car, not me, dog. I should have saved myself. Look at this. I ain't do nothing but leave a little design. This should look like I just ran someone over. Crime scene.
I would just leave it at that.
Ran over Venom or something. Look at that.
I mean, his bumper is black, so it's not like he doesn't need a
My
paint
car's
job.
cooked. It's all over the windshield. This just finally stopped leaking, or it's still leaking. Dog, I might as well paint my car black.
Right.
I
just
threw
leave
this
it.
shit. I was like, oh, let me be safe out here. Let me not get nothing dirty. Look at this
You
shit,
just got
bro.
the paper down.
Ugh. Bro, my neighbor's out here looking at me like, what's this guy doing? I'm a little bit more paint from being canceled, dog. I can't even deal with this shit. I'm sorry if anyone saw this in my neighborhood, dog.
Freaking
But honestly, that didn't look bad.
right.
Yeah.
Naggardall says it too. Like,
Right.
that could just be. It reminds me of, what is it, Rocky? I think when he gets to the top, that was like immortalized at the very end or something like that. I mean, one of the other Rockies where he's like this.
Holding the hands up.
So
yeah.
you could just be like, "This is my Rocky car," and you did
Right.
it on purpose. It's some
Right.
artistic take on Rocky.
Right, exactly. Completely and totally intentional. So yeah, I just freaking dead. Like And there's no, I wouldn't think that he did this just to make the video. Like, and even if he
I can see
did,
that.
mad freaking props.
Yeah.
Like, but also, can you imagine just in the middle of like starting to paint shit and you're just somebody opens a freaking garage on you? Like,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, because like, what's your what do you think his reaction was? Like, oh shit, I need to like stop the door.
Right.
And then instead of stopping the door, he was like, I'm gonna jump on the hood of my car real quick and catch this thing in the face. Because that's what he did.
Right.
But why are you painting your car with the garage door closed?
Well, no,
And
he was
you
painting
just
the garage
like-
door, I think.
No. You think? I think he said he was.
Because he has it taped off. Literally, he has the
Oh,
door
did he?
taped off.
Okay. hold
Bro,
on.
look at this shit. I'm out here
Hold
trying
on.
to paint my garage. I had my little
Oh,
bucket
true.
up there.
Oh, he was.
I have the
Okay.
garage closed. My
Yeah.
girl
Alright,
just
fair
got
enough.
here. She opens it while I'm painting. She didn't know,
Yeah.
but dog, look at this shit. Yeah, that's me.
Well, he also so his bumper's black. I don't know
Right.
if his back bumper's black.
Right.
But if not, he needs to get the whole thing painted anyway.
Right.
But now it's just artistic.
Right.
There you go.
Right. I think it's great. He should keep it. I mean, I'm sure that there are definitely people like this, like her in the car is just, just because that.
And she's still in the
Right, you
car
can
while
see her
he's
in the car.
recording.
Right,
And it's still
exactly.
running. So
She's probably like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like
Right.
maybe I should just drive off
dude.
right now because
And like when I say
bad
like
time.
this is the exact type of thing my wife would do to me, like to
and then
a
she would tell
T.
you it's your fault,
Right,
Because
right.
you put the paint on
Be
the
like,
door.
what were you doing having the paint on the door, you idiot? Like,
Which
yeah,
also
all right.
crossed my mind with this dude.
Right.
But I mean, I guess it's just like, oh, it's easier to do it there, so I don't have to like kneel down or whatever.
Right. Right, exactly. Which, and also, yes, who paints the inside of a garage door?
Right.
Fantastic question. I have absolutely no idea. Someone that's completely insane. So, speaking
with a
of.
tiny brush too.
Right, he did have a itty bitty
It was
brush.
like a trimming.
Well, it's a
brush.
detailing brush.
Right.
Yeah, or that's
But if you're painting, maybe you didn't want to paint the metal, and he was just trying to like
Mm-hmm.
outline everything before he rolled
sure,
it.
yeah.
Right.
That's what I used to do when I painted like,
Gotcha.
buildings and stuff. So.
Right, right. So, I want to talk about. Let's see how are we doing. All right. We'll do this. Speaking of girlfriends, let's pull this up. Oh wait, we gotta.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Bruh,
There we go.
I love cheating like so much. Oh, what's up? Good to meet you. You're my girlfriend? No offense, but ew. Right, everybody? I don't even recognize you. Oh my God. What's up, girl? God damn. Did you see that? Oh, did I hook up with all 5 of them? Duh. I'm a freaking stud. Jeez, what? You think I just look at a girl and I don't hook up with her? Come on. You're so ugly. I love
Like,
Oh, yeah.
legit the most accurate thing ever.
Yeah.
Like that is exactly how it's like every woman. They're just like they'll just wake up and it's just like one day and they're just like,
How could you?
you're the worst.
Yeah. It's like, I'm mad at you today, or I'm upset right now because you cheated on me.
Right.
In my sleep.
Right.
And I'm out here having these crazy ass dreams where I'm like a spy and stuff. And I'm like, I can't help that your dreams are cheating. I'm off doing cool shit in my dreams.
Right, exactly. Which that's like Sid always makes fun of me. She's like, all of your dreams are nothing but being a Power Ranger, being Spider-Man. I'm just like, first
Jealousy.
off, I feel extremely judged. And yes, you're right, Chris. She's just
It's
jealous.
just jealousy.
You're jealous. You
Yeah.
wish you could have a mind as happy and free and just completely careless as mine.
And empty.
Empty.
Just devoid of any substance. You wish you could be.
Listen, I've been
this
hearing those
happy.
accusations all week since I've appeared on Film Threat. So,
Hey, I'm right there
you
with
know.
you, man. Look, I have nothing but, well, I have occasional bad dreams, but most of my
Right.
dreams are fucking dope as shit.
Right.
And it's great.
which I should share it. There was maybe we'll share it in the water cooler. Is in one of our water coolers. Speaking of dreams, one of you guys, one of our lovely Criticless viewers, actually was dreaming about me as well. So I've been haunting everyone's dreams of late, as it goes. And also, I do want to say I'm seeing more of you guys popping into the chat, like Wendy. We got in here, and we got Campy U fan as well. What's going on, guys? But yeah, it's just what is it with ladies and dreams, like, and just wanting us to be their biggest enemy? Like I don't really know what that is.
Dude, that's the weirdest thing too, because it's like, while the guys, we're all having like these fun dreams.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not always fun. Some are
Right.
stressful, but like, it's never anything like that. I've literally never had a dream about my wife cheating on me.
Right.
And she's told me multiple times that she'll wake up and be like, I just dreamt that you were cheating on me in my dream.
Right.
And I'm just like, I can't help you.
Right.
I
It's
don't
like,
know what to tell
I
you.
can't help that your subconscious thinks that I am a piece of shit. I can't control
Yeah.
that.
What you do? My ex wouldn't even have dreams. It would just
Really?
be like
No dreams.
random thoughts of just like, you're cheating. I didn't have to dream about it. I'm just assuming.
Right. Completely just assuming that you're doing it.
Great times.
Yeah. So this next one here is just this one's got 1.1 million views. This guy used to be quite big on TikTok back in the day, and he had this one blow up, and it's wild. So, some people out here, y'all wild is all I gotta say.
About good
Oh wait,
I love.
chicken been on about good little hour.
Now we'll just go back to the beginning of that again. If you did not catch what you were looking at, this
been
right
on
here
about
is
good.
a air fryer with
Good little hour.
grease in it.
Yeah. Hey, you know.
Grease in the air fryer on a carpet.
But did it work?
Brother, these are levels
He's
of
lucky he survived
negrosity the human mind has yet to comprehend. Did you think the air part was a suggestion? you making dinner and racking up health code violations, brother. What the hell? Yo, put this nigga on the watch list. We can't let him roam free too long. They finna come up with new
I love that.
He is
They're
the
about
best.
to come up with new solar. That is the best, like, insult, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's freaking brilliant. It's like
Hilarious.
taking us forward to a whole new era of racism here with this dumb shit. Just so insane. Like people are wild. Who think like it's called an air fryer? You're gonna
Hey,
put oil in it?
Fryers in the name, buddy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
But to be fair, air fried things are not nearly as good as fried things.
Right.
So, like, yes, you can air fry something and it gets crispy-ish,
Yeah.
but it's not as crispy and good as actual fried.
That is very true.
foods.
That is very true. But like that is what a deep fryer is for.
Yeah, but if you don't have a deep fryer handy, and you have an air fryer.
I'm surprised it could even hold the oil.
Also, he said this is after an hour. Sorry, there's an air bubble in my throat.
You're right there.
Weird. Yeah, didn't he say at the beginning of the video like this is after an hour?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how he starts the video, and
Yeah.
then we get sidetracked. So he probably has the same air fryer I have, and it's
Okay.
a solid, like
a
container,
right.
Like solid basket. Like yours is more of like a.
Mine's like almost like an
grate.
oven. It's
Yeah.
like a grated like oven situation.
Yeah, and so mine could hold a liquid.
Okay.
So mine technically could
Try
become
it.
a
Try
fryer.
it. Try it. You should try it.
Yeah.
To try. This is
Listen.
why guys also die quicker.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
easier dreams because they know we're gonna die sooner. 'cause we do
Right.
stupid shit.
Well, and also though, like he said, if you look here, there's cables running all around it. It's literally on the carpet. Like you were deep frying chicken on carpet.
Right. And who puts their food on the carpet that close to the carpet?
Right. Yeah. That's just wild.
This
Wild
is how
stuff.
Michael Scott burnt his foot. He was
Right.
like, let me put my George Foreman
Right.
by my bed. I'm gonna step on it.
Right. So I hope that none of y'all are eating while watching this. I had to see this, so everyone else has to see it. We're under this one's under 1 million views, unlike the others, but it just there's a part of TikTok. It's not really happening elsewhere on the internet, so this might be new to many of you. But everybody knows and makes fun of the Brits for their food. You know,
Teeth.
their teeth.
Let's keep naming them.
Just
rattle it
the
off.
fact that they got their shit
inbred.
kicked in by us, you know, just all the things they get made fun of for all sorts of things. But this right here is a whole new level of just it's a whole thing if it'll load.
Well, of course they're using century eggs.
Seriously?
He's
Yeah,
not
I
even
just learned the
British.
century eggs recently.
Stiff jelly.
It's Chinese.
Let us decant the
I
tin.
think.
He's really quiet.
Hello there. This is a Chinese-inspired breakfast of dace and century egg. Come in.
Yeah. So what do you call it? Century egg?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We'll talk about those in a minute. Known for eating canned fish.
Protective sleeves. I'll put this in, the shell in here.
That's an egg.
Smells very sulphurish, very like ammonia as well.
Oh, it looks so gross.
Texture of stiff jelly. Ooh, wow,
Ew.
look at that.
But you don't like eggs to begin with.
Not boiled eggs. And then the fish, cold,
Stiff tin.
wet, fish in a tin.
First, I will
It's
try some of this delicious-looking century egg.
delicious is
Can he
not the
keep
right
a
word.
straight face. Wow. Kudos to that.
Yeah.
Holy
Tastes all
moly.
right. It tastes mostly like boiled egg. There's only a little bit of metallic ammonia and
There's only just a wee bit of the back of a man's ball sack taste on this. Oh, it's only got a tiny bit of scrotum in it. Freaking gross! What is it? What is in it? Someone, y'all know. Y'all like what makes it so? Do they smoke it? Is that why?
No, it's just like aged.
Just
It's-
It's
rotten
really
ass
like,
egg.
I think they
Pretty much.
put some sort of preservative on it and they let it age. But I just want to like pull this back real quick. Blaine apparently knows what ball sacks taste like.
You know, no, I was just
We
saying
all
that
do.
that's what this Brit
Tell me you haven't
knows.
tasted your balls.
I
Accidentally
do know I'm
or
not flexible.
intentionally. Brother, you got fingers.
All right, back to this viral video and not ball sack tasting.
so that's it. It's actually pretty good.
Oh,
Especially
God.
the egg yolk part. It tastes a lot like egg yolk. Very rich. We will do a squish test using this customized
squish
Spoon's
test.
fork.
It's
The yolk is really quite delicious. Try some of the egg white jelly separately.
Pretty sure the dog's
egg
questioning it.
white jelly.
why is the
Quite a
dog
strong metallic aftertaste. Not really yolk.
Yeah.
It's really very rich and yolky. Quite delicious. It's quite tough.
And it is
Feels a bit dry and oily.
Well, it's fish from a can,
It's quite
so
strongly of the soy oil that it comes in. Oh, God. Yeah, soybean oil. We have found the spine.
this right here. You ready for this?
he's not going to
Eat
eat.
the
That's the
spine.
spine.
Eat the spine.
What?
Eat.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
my man ate that spine.
All right, Spiegel, calm down. Fucking what are you doing? Why? There's no point for that. Why? Calm down, Spiegel.
Like, what is,
Holy moly,
what
that's-
is even happening? Yes, yes, Rhombus. The dog is judging him. Like, what possesses a person to eat a freaking fish spine?
Followers. Obviously.
And
I
he-
think it's all why he does this.
Caveat: that is such a you joke, brother. You would. I'm surprised
good.
Matt didn't make that.
I didn't see it and I'm too slow right now.
Yeah, Mo. There is a reason why they got kicked out of here. There's a reason, and this is clearly connected to it.
A lot more chew in it than normal tin fish spines.
More chewy than normal tinned fish spines. So he regularly
Yeah.
eats the spines.
Yeah.
Vile.
Yeah.
What a little ball.
The heavy breathing doesn't help either.
That's surprisingly delicious. Basically, the dace, like the oiliness and the
Dates?
little bit of extra texture,
Those are
goes
tiny
wonderfully
dates.
with the very yolky egg. The only negatives are the slight amount of ammonia, and there's a little bit of metallic taste coming from both.
So minus the ammonia and the metal, it kind of just tastes like fish ass. Like
I am kind of curious. I've never tasted anything that's ammonia. Like it's for me, that's a smell, right? Like I've never
Yep.
been like, oh, this tastes like ammonia.
I think it's like the taste is exuding that
Like the
ammonia.
smell.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Because that just sounds terrible.
It does. It does.
Never a way I'm like, that smells good.
And clearly, JJ, you know, he's going to cook food, so this got his appetite going. You know, so
Dude, there's a series I have found recently, and I don't know if we could show it on here, but these bros, they're Australians. They lock themselves in cars and they eat disgusting foods, and they end up all throwing up. But they can't get out of the car until they all finish eating their food. And they did one with century eggs. So they each had a century egg that they had to eat. And they're all just puking all over the place while trying to eat these eggs. I went down a wormhole with these bros because it's hilarious.
there's some crazy shit. That is the thing, and everybody, you know, roast me, giving me crap for still using TikTok, whatever. Dude, there are parts of the internet, not you guys, but
Nobody even like. It's not cool to use TikTok anymore.
well, no, in certain circles, no, it definitely is. It's more of it's the boom booms. That's why this is
I was
culture
about to
for
say the old
boomers.
people
It's the
circles.
old people and the people terrified of China because they think. But now that the Jews own it, it's way more safe. So,
That's about right.
facts.
That's how our whole world was.
yeah, that's it. So yeah, bro. I've seen some of the absolute weirdest shit on TikTok. There's this guy. It must be gross. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi. So I have seen there's a guy who has, maybe I'll show it next week if I can find some of his videos. His channel is called Food That I Can't Read. And not food that I can't eat, but food that I can't read.
Okay.
And his goal is to go into these like little deli places and buy foods that he can't read what it is.
So just foreign food.
Yeah, pretty much. And he ate something recently that looked like carpet, rolled up carpet, but it was edible. I don't know what it was. And so it's just like all these random weird things. And sometimes it goes very badly. So
Interesting.
yeah, I'll have to
That makes sense.
bring some of his stuff in because it's wild. So yeah, I do not want to eat a century.
No, I'm good.
Any reality. It just
Yep.
sounds absolutely horrendous. So, yeah, but I think what we're going to do, I don't have news teed up yet, but what I want to do is go into the water cooler section. We haven't done that in a little while. And y'all let us know if the bumpers are blowing your ear holes out. We still don't know. Our audio was a little odd when we came in, but last week it seemed better. So I don't know. Like I said, we're constantly fighting SteamYard. One of these days, I wish that YouTube, you would think that YouTube would just have a functionality that does the same thing so that we could all just do it directly through
Yeah, you
YouTube.
would think they would go ahead and just buy over like SteamYard or something like that and
Right.
integrate it into their systems.
Right. And then it'd be one of those things where like, if you want to stream outside of here, then we're going to stick like a giant YouTube logo on it that's going to be all over if you're streaming it on X or wherever. Like, fine.
Why are you giving these corporations ideas? Stop it.
Sorry.
Because maybe it'll make our lives easier.
Free market
Right. Seriously.
flourish. This is free market in action,
Free
baby.
market is dying. One
It's
corporation
true.
buyout at a time.
Right. And earlier I missed one of the super chats from Jake Stanley who said, tonight will be interesting. And Jake, thanks for the twofer, buddy.
And it has indeed. Go buy yourself a century egg.
Yeah. So for all of you who did not know what a century egg is, now you know that they are trending and they are vile and only the dirty, filthy Brits are going to eat them. In all seriousness, if you are British and in the chat, let us know if you try fish in a tin or...
All right, Banjo, where are you, dude?
Yeah, where you at, Banjo? Let us know.
I eat fish out of a tin too. It's called tuna or sardine.
Right.
Those are the only two. I've
eat-
had salmon out of a can.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that? Did you eat the spine?
No, there was no spine. I'm not that fancy.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think most of the ones you buy in the American grocery stores probably don't have spines in them.
Yeah. Except for sardines, because it's just the whole fish. But
Right. It's so small you couldn't like de-spine it or anything else anyway.
You'd lose everything.
Yeah, there would be no fish left. It is just a...
It's basically spine.
Yeah, it's just
spine
it's all spine. It is a spine fish. So yeah, I'm not a big fish eater, so you're not gonna find me eating it. Period. But yeah, I was kind of thinking about it. Like we were talking about doing some water cooler stuff and what is happening on Criticless. I need to present a screen here really quick. But yeah, so I'm gonna share Criticless here. And if you are not familiar, and this is another feature that we still want to kind of promote and encourage everybody to use, we do still need to fix notifications a little bit around some of this stuff. But just so you know, up in this upper right-hand corner, there is a water cooler feed where people are active in, it shares what people are doing in our water cooler section. So there are a handful of people that do that. And if you want to know, 1959 Lightning
He's still going.
He's over 30 days now, officially, actually. We talked about this the last water cooler section, and I think he is up to day 35. Yeah, he's at day 35. I've been trying to like all these and support his hatred of Genie in a String Bikini. If you have not watched or reviewed that, they are at 5 reviews. And it's not doing great yet, really, period. But Banjo did give it a 50% because that's what Banjo does. He gave it a 50%. So, yeah, it's supposedly terrible. So
We should watch it.
I have seen some of it, and it's not great. It's not great. You weren't here the week that we talked about that, were you?
Yeah, I was.
Were you? Okay, I couldn't remember. But yeah, so you guys are talking about a good bit of stuff here. But one thing I did want to pull up, because we referenced it earlier, if you're on web, you'll come down here to where it says view all. If you go to your groups, I'm in a lot of groups and probably have a few that I still have. Well, there are a ton that I am also not in. But as far as the Criticless Cast group, if you're not joining this, definitely do get up in this group because it's a lot of fun. You get to keep up with what's going on in here. But I was talking about how I was infiltrating dreams. And apparently, 1959 Lightning, I was infiltrating his dreams recently, and I saved his life. So if anybody wants to check out, what's happening, or if I have been also infiltrating your dreams, feel free to share them within Critical's cast. I mean, the good thing is that it was me and not one of these guys. But so, think about it this way: it could be worse.
Yeah,
it could be worse.
Yeah. I don't want to be in anybody's
Kidding?
dreams.
Right?
I will be in your dream.
No, yeah, it'll just be Chris being like, "Have you tasted the back of my balls?"
Everybody's tasted their own balls at least once in their life. Accidentally or otherwise, it's happened.
No one claims that, Chris.
Yep, scratching balls and you accidentally mess with me.
No one is claiming that.
I am.
So yeah, that's some things that are happening in the Critical's cast group. But I did want to take a look here and see kind of let's see here. If you go into the Discover area, also it's kind of it has these trending water cooler areas with some of the stuff that you guys have been talking about, and it does seem like if y'all paid attention a couple weeks back, I did do a review of Good Boy, and more reviews have come in for that. And I did want to say that from what I gather, it's actually on AMC Plus and Shudder. It's not showing it on ours yet, but it already has hit streaming, and it's at 30 voters, and it's at a 73%.
Nice.
So
it's pretty good.
Not too bad, yeah. Especially for like a very scrappy indie like this. It seems like most people are liking it to some degree. I gave it an 80%, but we've had some really good reviews in here, and only a couple of the lower ones. And like I've said before, this movie was made for $2 million. Like, it was made for next to nothing. And a lot of you guys that are in the chat or that watch this show after the fact liked it a bit. But Cherish and Banjo are the only two that let us down. And I'm pretty sure I saw Cherish possibly in the chat earlier. Or Cleric, yeah, not Cherish. But yeah, so I think he was not crazy about it. Said he might go back and watch it with the girlfriend. But yeah, so it is on streaming. You can find it now at home, so you don't have to see it in the theaters. But it is at a 73%, and I really dug it. So that's going to be one, especially at this Halloween season, that you will probably hear more people kind of starting to talk about.
Sorry, Jake. Sorry for your loss.
Dude.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, bud, for not wanting or ready to watch that because, yeah, buddy, losing a dog's hard, and that movie isn't exactly like a happy-go-lucky dog movie either. So, yeah, but it was, dang it, caveat every time, bro, every time with the dad jokes. I dug it. That was I know that was a dog joke. I know. So, have you guys heard about this weird Bat Fam thing? People are not happy.
Bat Fan?
Bat Fam.
Fam.
Bat
No,
Fam.
I've not heard of Bat Fam.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are angry about it? Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. A big,
What
big
aren't
surprise.
people angry about?
But yeah, this is a new Batman animated show, and it looks
on the streets of Gotham City.
You know, you got a Batman with a beard.
He's Batman.
And a giant chin.
But at home.
You know,
Selena,
who knows? Beardo could end up supporting this because it has a bearded Batman, and he's a big fan of bearded Batmans. But yeah, it's kind of about the Bat family and all that stuff. But
cleaning up Gotham was easy.
just the animation style and stuff. I think people aren't super happy about it because we haven't gotten like a polished Batman show in a long time, except for the one that they recently tried on, also on Prime Video. That was absolutely horrendous, where they like gender swapped a bunch of the like villains. Like Penguin was a woman, and it was freaking terrible. I made it through like 1.5 episodes, and I was like, no. And actually, J.J. Abrams was one of the ones that did it. So he's clearly kind of gone off the cliff, but
a great way to welcome all the new members of the family.
Right.
What do you think about the new digs, Flame?
It was annoying. I wasn't a fan. It wasn't great.
So you're saying women are annoying?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. But if anybody's picking up a general consensus of the show in general. So no, and I'm pretty sure that this is Batmite on the screen as well.
Or is that
Man-Bat? Or it could be Man-Bat. It could be Man-Bat.
This pea kind of looks like
Actually,
Alfred.
it's Man-Bat because it's not small. So yeah, but this is kind of like that Teen Titans-y
Careful,
almost.
Alicia. We got a tight schedule today.
Sometimes
A younger
not
audience.
having fun.
Or, yeah, different
It's fun.
Right.
And
who
other
knows?
times it
I
unleashes
think you're
deadly
actually more
transdimensional
accurate
demons.
saying that it's a different genre. Like
Right.
it is like a different genre. It's not like traditional Batman. This
Right.
is like Adult Swim
Alfred,
Batman.
we need you in here.
Which, you know,
Batman,
what's
this is
your...
the
Oh, the video's louder. Sorry, I actually didn't even realize that the video had audio. Sorry about that. But yeah, this one, I don't know.
tempering your expectations, I feel like.
Do what?
I feel like this is a lesson in tempering your expectations. Don't go into this feeling like it's going to be,
Right.
Batman Begins.
The animated
or-
series or
Though, this animation style makes me think of like early 2000s Cartoon Network animation stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Bill and Mandy, The Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy,
Mm-hmm.
things like that, where like it's awesome, and this probably is gonna be cool on its own,
Right.
and it's not something you're gonna compare or want to compare
Right.
to like the other Batman, because it
Right.
doesn't seem like you should.
Exactly.
Right. It's a
different
kids
genre.
show. And that's the thing. If it's a kids show, like, and that's the thing is the performative outrage of online culture is just always like knee jerk on everything. It's like, who knows? Maybe this will be good. I hope it is.
It looks like fun.
Right. We'll see. Sorry it was too loud earlier, guys. I literally had no idea the audio was even playing since we didn't have our headphones on. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm tentative. Who knows? My kids could like it, and it could be a fun, like, more playful Batman. There haven't been any good Batman shows in quite some time. So,
Yeah, it's been a handful of years for sure.
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's good. I hope kids like it, and that's how it goes. So. Yeah, Jake, I know that you're not excited about it. I hear you. But yeah, so I don't know. It's clearly been in the chat though, for sure. And there is, I don't know if y'all saw New York Comic Con happened, and so they did actually release some footage from Vision Quest, which is the new Vision show. But honestly, this is it's got that white, like completely gray whited out version of Vision.
Of course they do. Pushing the white supremacist agenda over here. Jeez. Fucking Marvel.
Right. As it goes, freaking Marvel. So yeah, I just don't know. I think most of us have kind of gotten to the point where we have lost hope in a lot of what Marvel's doing.
I think it's almost more of just lost interest.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, who cares about a Vision show? Who cared about whatever the last show was? Like,
Daredevil.
Oh yeah, I saw they've announced the season 2.
Season 2. That was during New York Comic Con.
Like, who finished the first season? I didn't. And I freaking loved Netflix's Daredevil. So for the fact that I didn't finish this show, I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Like, I disassociate now. This season comparing it with the first, because this season sucked.
Yeah. It kind of ruined the legacy of the previous show, in my opinion. Like, which they had to retool that whole, Daredevil show in general, because apparently it was a train wreck. So I don't know. We'll see if it ends up being worth watching. If it's great, and that's the thing, I've always been of the mind where it's like, if it's great, everybody says it's good, is digging it, I'll check it out.
I'm digging it.
But it is an odd, like, why? Like, I mean,
it's a loose end. He is a major Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
If they were releasing this before the next Avengers movie, maybe it'll play into it. It could tee up, because he is a major Avenger and he is super powerful.
Right.
So, and they might bring back Scarlet Witch somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of like they could do's and maybes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Who knows what's for the future of Marvel? But it seems like most people are not excited about the news that came out from Comic-Con. Yeah. So, that's
I feel like for me, I should say, I don't give a shit about superheroes right now. Like, nothing's piquing my interest because they keep reusing all the same superheroes. And I feel like I've got a good spectrum for like the good versions of whatever, because they've recast, certain ones.
Yeah.
I feel like they just need, if for me to be interested in another superhero anything, it's got to be like a character that I'm super interested in.
Yeah.
Right.
And with a new actor playing him.
Right.
Or her, whoever it is.
Yeah.
And they're not doing that. They're just kind of like, let me keep riding this fucking money train on all of our characters that we've kind of already flushed out. Nobody really cares about anymore, but we're going to keep pushing it.
Right. And just a bunch of characters that no one likes. So it's not even it's not even about the money anymore. It's just, I don't even know. It's about the...
Oh, it's always about the money for them. They just made bad calculation.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. They made a bunch of bad calculations.
A bad business decision.
Yeah.
Right now.
I am still hoping, beyond all hope, that they're doing these last 2 movies, and then we're going to get a total Marvel reset, and they're going to kick it off with the X-Men.
Yeah.
All new cast.
Right.
That's my hope with what they're going to do, and it'll be in like 2027 or 28. And so we get like this big long grace period where nothing happens, and then they can kind of restart.
Right.
And maybe by the 2030s, they can start bringing back like Captain Marvel recast, Iron Man recast, and do things like that. Bring back
Right.
the actual fan favorites.
Right.
Wonder Man.
Yeah, so I did bring this up because it came up in the chat. Jake brought it up, and you did remind me of it. This was another announcement. This actually I ended up talking about when I was on Film Thread the other day. They did release a trailer. Wonder Man was an interesting, very like B, C tier Marvel hero. He was neat. Actually, my son's got one of his action figures. Like he's been around for a long time, which in his action figure that he has is retro. Like it's not like he's been in the zeitgeist recently. But so the whole thing was they announced Wonder Man, and then they announced who was playing him, which is this guy who I can never say his name and am not going to try to say.
Oh, I like that guy though.
I thought he was. Isn't he the one that was in? No.
Candyman.
I don't know what I was. Yeah, Aquaman. I knew it. Yeah, he's the guy from Aquaman.
Yeah, he's the bad guy. Isn't
I
he?
thought he was.
Whoa.
Yeah, I thought his acting was horrendous in that movie. So I hope it's better in this than it was in that. But the thing about this show is, if you have not seen the trailer, I'm not going to play it live and do what I did last time and accidentally blast your ears out. But yeah, basically this show is about them making a Wonder Man TV show and race swapping Wonder Man.
Like they call it out?
Yeah. No.
So they like make Wonder Man white,
No.
or they're making him black, and that's the big deal.
That is what this show is about making a show about Wonder Man and making Wonder Man race swapped, and about people having superhero fatigue and not wanting another superhero show. It's this.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's
an interesting route to go. You know,
interesting, except it's just going to be like, okay, well, this just calls out everything I don't want to see
Right.
in the show, so I'm not watching it.
Right, and also
I might watch it because they did that. Their
Right.
mind tricks are working. I'm weak-minded.
That's their whole purpose. They're
Right.
trying to get the couple people that haven't watched like Thunderbolts and all that to like
Yeah, I
get
haven't.
back in.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't
And
watched.
Then
so
also
many.
they are bringing back Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin, but he was Trevor Slattery. He wasn't the real Mandarin.
because he's the actor.
And in this, he's literally directing or helping direct the Wonder Man TV show.
That's kind of fun.
And there's like a line where they're like, wasn't this guy a terrorist before? Like, so they're leaning into it all. But so word on the street is Chris Gore has talked to some people that have seen the first several episodes, and he actually said that they told him that it was actually pretty good. But the thing is that the long and short of it is that this isn't what people want from a Wonder Man show, though. Like, it just keeps kind of being this thing where they keep making things that nobody's really wanting or asking for.
And then they're scratching their head why their shows don't do well.
Right.
And then their movies don't do well because their shows aren't doing well and everyone's just tired of superhero stuff.
Right.
And then the DC's shitting the bed left and right, too, on top of things. So it's
Right.
just like we're just over these serialized superhero stuff.
Right. So, yeah, we'll see what shakes out with it, but I did want to touch on some of this stuff. But what I really want to do is talk a little bit about the Aziz Ansari movie I was mentioning. So what I'm going to do is pop up our spoiler-free bumper, and then we will move on into talking about Good Fortune. All right, and what I am going to do for if people pop in here, if they are worried, I will go ahead and put a slight warning on there so they know that this is not a spoilery discussion about Good Fortune. So, with Good Fortune, did you either of y'all know anything about it, really?
I saw the trailer.
Okay, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I
Were
saw the
either of you even
trailer,
like
that was it.
remotely interested?
No.
Absolutely not.
No? Okay. So, interestingly enough, because we do these like daytime movies regularly where they're at like 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock, or my theater for this at 2 o'clock today was at least half full.
Really?
Which is pretty surprising for a small budget, like comedy movie at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. It's because the county gave us a day off.
That's what it was.
People were there
It's
watching.
all the county work.
That's what it was.
And it doesn't help that Keanu is one of the stars.
Right.
So that probably drives a lot of people to check it out.
And I'll say too, it was an interesting group of people in this movie, like a super diverse like group of people watching this movie. There were older people, younger people of every race and type. Like it was just an interesting crew of people for a movie.
Yeah.
And so I think that there's potentially a draw in this movie for kind of everybody. So I am interested to see what shakes out with this. And I'm curious as far as the chat goes, if any of you guys were kind of curious about this. But the long and short of Good Fortune is essentially this show, or this movie. It's an hour and a half, or hour and 40 minute. They're billing it as a comedy fantasy drama.
Okay.
I think that those kind of need to be reversed in order. I think that this is actually more so a drama with some comedy and fantasy elements. The fantasy is pretty light, but it's not like it is. So the premise here, like we mentioned, is that Keanu is an angel. Keanu's an angel, which we all know that Keanu is an angel among us.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah, of course. And but if you notice from the picture, he's got little teeny tiny wings. They're not too big, not too gigantic and heavenly looking. Now, the big turnoff for most people, it's just this general consensus that I see online. I don't know about your regular everyday person, but a lot of people just don't really like Seth Rogen that much. It just seems to be kind of a thing. And I get it to a degree. I've never been one to fully turn on Seth, but
yeah, I'm in the same boat. I've always enjoyed Seth in most of his movies.
Right. I didn't like it when he kind of went off the cliff with all the political correctness stuff. So I won't say all his movies. He went through a span there where I was like, I can do without him. But
but then he realized and plenty of, if you avoid his social media, and just based him off his movies
for the most part,
I would recommend for everyone, always, for every actor. Just don't look into their personal life.
Right. Don't listen to anything they have to say.
That's it.
But he has been tied to some stuff that sucked there for a little bit. He went on his super hot run where,
what was that pickle movie we watched?
Oh my God, yeah.
Those aren't COVID.
I forgot about that.
Pickles.
Yeah, he was a pickle guy.
We reviewed it when we were critically aroused.
Way back in the day. I don't remember what the name of that movie. Oh, there it is. An American Pickle.
Yeah, there it is.
That wasn't great. So, ever since he kind of left the James Franco and fam, people kind of started turning on him for sure. But he is in this movie, but I'll say this, if you're not a James Franco fan, he is in this movie a decent amount, but he doesn't overtake the film. The interesting thing here is they're kind of showcasing with the poster, they've got all three of them here. You've got Seth and Keanu and Aziz. Aziz is directing and writing this movie, and he's starring in it. So this is his deal. And then if you look on the poster, they kind of give away really the hook of this film.
They do.
Which is if you look down here on the bottom, they're all kind of role reversed a bit.
Sure.
So
it's a Freaky Friday situation.
Yes, it is a Freaky Friday situation, kind of a movie. And the same thing happens actually to a degree that they kind of allude to with Keanu as well. But I'll say this. So Rhombus gave it a 58%. And that's the thing is that I think anything kind of decent range and above, personally, there are going to be people that don't like this just because. There are going to be people that don't like it because they don't want to like it because Seth's in it or whatever. There's some writing in this movie that's not great. There's some acting in this movie that's pretty bad. By other cast people that aren't the main three.
Okay, because Keanu is one of those actors that can't really act. We all love him.
Right.
But to be honest with everybody, we all know he can't really act.
Right.
He's Keanu.
He's Keanu.
In every movie.
And so I'll say this. Yeah, this role is perfect for him. It was clearly written for him. It works well. He's kind of playing a bit of a ding-dong, but he's an angel. He is the angel. So Keanu in this movie is the guardian angel that makes sure that people don't get in car crashes while they're texting.
Super specific, but very busy.
Yes. And so that's his specific job, but he is the bottom of the scrotum pole. He is the lowest of the angels.
I think that's pretty high.
Right. You would think.
Personally, I'll give him a higher rating.
Right. But so, and then basically Seth Rogen is this kind of bigwig tech guy, super rich, and Aziz is this poor dude. And essentially, it is a whole thing of that Keanu thinks that Aziz is going to off himself, so he goes outside of his job requirements, and he basically tries to save Aziz's life and be like, I don't want you to give up on life. I'm going to show you all the things that you're missing from life. Okay. And he's like, here, I'll let you live in someone's life that's polar opposite of you, where they're mega rich and wealthy and all this stuff, and show you how the other side lives, and you'll regret thinking that your life is so bad. And Aziz is like, you're an idiot. This is amazing. I love being rich. And like,
bet. Give me that to me for a day or two. It's gonna be amazing.
Right. You were wrong. But there's a lot of layers to this movie without going too deep into it. But I'll say this, by the end, this movie really is about kind of where it was going with its message, and this movie could have gone wrong in so many ways. Like, it could be the whole woke stuff that everybody's complaining about, hyper political, whatever. It takes place in LA, like all these things.
Fuck the rich.
Right. Like, there's even a joke at one point about that, like, oh, I get it, that's what this is gonna be. Like, that is not what this movie is.
Okay.
Like, without giving it away, because it really does save its message. Like, I kept wondering, like, where is this movie gonna go? Like, what is the message? Because it kept just looking kind of like you're not going to convince money. This movie kind of makes the joke of them, though. Like, it solves a whole lot of your problems. And so this movie does actually go a really interesting place. And I was really pleased with it. And by the end of it, I was kind of just like, it actually was a bit emotional because I was so proud of Aziz.
Yeah.
For doing what he did with this movie. This movie could have been so toxic. It could have bashed religion. It could have been hyper political. It could have been unbearable. And Seth could have been unbearable. But the end goal, the end message, which I don't really want to spoil, was really good. Like, I was really impressed. And I was like, good job, dude. Like, good on you. This might have not been the best movie ever as far as direction and all of those things. But, like, you're putting this out in theaters. You're taking a risk on an indie film. And it's got a legitimately really genuine good message, which we don't see anymore. Like, we literally don't see it from Hollywood anymore. So, yeah.
So, ballpark.
Yeah.
Where's your score going to be?
It's going to be probably like mid-rad, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, I have issues, and that was the thing is I got out of the movie, and there was a lady that was sitting near me, and I normally don't talk to people like getting out of the theater and stuff like that, and she was walking out, and she wasn't like laughing a lot in the movie. Like I said, the movie's not that funny, really. It's not about the comedy. There's some funny stuff, but it's not super funny. It's just kind of engaging story. But it's one of those that I would say, like, for sure, when it hits theaters, or I mean, not when it leaves theaters and like is at home, like, watch it. Like, it is a feel good movie with a good story and a good like end message.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I was just kind of like, hey, what did you think? You know, when the lady walked out, and she was like, well, you know, she's like, honestly, she's like, it just really like got my heart. Like, she's like, I really just like this movie legitimately made me feel something. And I was like, okay, good. I'm glad like that. She kind of said the same thing. It's like, wasn't necessarily the best thing ever. She's like, but this is a message that everyone needs to hear. Like, this is something positive that isn't attacking any specific group of people, and is just saying essentially like, let's all do better.
Yeah.
Let's be better people.
That's great.
And that's a good message.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
you know, I understand everybody who's going to have their beefs with Rogan and with whatever, but Keanu does great in this movie. He's fun. This is a good role for him.
Okay.
Watching him just be a big goober is fun. But it's not like the type of like Bill and Ted kind of a goober. This is a little different. He's very earnest and genuine. And it just seemed like Keanu was having fun.
Yeah, like, finally, this is not something where I have to work super hard.
Right. He's just
combat.
He's getting to play a dum-dum that's getting to experience humanity for the first time, and watching Keanu do that, like, oh, this is what a cheeseburger tastes like. Like, this is, and it was great, like, watching Keanu do that, because he's kind of become the action bro. So watching him do this kind of role was fun, and I really enjoyed it. I dig it, and I'm happy for Keanu that it worked out well. I'm curious to see what the overall reception ends up being, and kind of as things progress. I hope it does well, like I said, just for the simple fact that this is a message that I feel like a lot of people need to hear, because we have gotten caught up in this cycle of like negativity and hatred and attacking one another. And like you said, even the whole eat the rich thing, and the whole, you know, just like punching down, all of these things like that people talk about, and these different classes, and all this like ignited class war even from the elites. And this movie is just kind of saying like, guys, we can all do better. We can all better ourselves. And that's a great message.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great message, and we need more of those messages just to be heard by everybody.
Right.
Well said.
Right. So yeah, we will see how all of that, you know, shakes out in the box office. But yeah, what we'll do is we can go ahead and move on into Nightbreed if y'all want, and I will run the Humpy Ladies again. So you're welcome. There they are. There they are. We love to see them. Love to see them ladies. So, yeah, we're the boys are over here topping off the old rummy rum. And if anybody knows and always wonders what we're drinking Bumbo rum. Chris, if you want to show it off, we'll go
Not
ahead.
a sponsor. If they pay us, I'll show it on screen.
Right. The
Just
incoming,
the tip. Just showing
the tip. Yeah, but Bumbo rum's good stuff. That's typically what we drink. So yes, cheers to everybody on in the chat and for everybody still hanging around. And to those that I was previously speaking about, this movie's starring Seth Rogen and all this stuff. I know that everybody's just kind of like, but I'll say, like, if there was one to go back to, and I will say he's really redeemed himself after doing the studio as well. That was another show that I talked about, his new TV show on Apple TV Plus. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. And it is a real return to form for him, and even more so, like, it's...
I wonder because he went really hard left.
Right.
Especially during COVID and all that.
Big time.
There's plenty of people that went really hard either direction.
Yeah.
He went really hard left with his politics.
Right.
And I wonder if it kind of came and he had a political shift that he's not willing to talk about yet, because I'm sure he hasn't.
Right. Or even just wanting to become less political, like kind of a thing, like, and realizing, because if you watch the studio, you can tell it seems that he's coming to that conclusion that it's kind of ruined comedy because they tell some jokes that would have not been safe a couple years ago.
Well, then you can watch his old movies,
right? And those were not safe at all.
Aren't PC to modern day, but that's why they were funny. This is why he had to come up with James Franco and that crew of people, because they were willing to be funny. And when you dive too hard into politics, you lose being funny.
Right.
And so, yeah, like you said, like, I wonder if that's part of it, or if he just kind of like got burnt out and realized maybe that you shouldn't be so politically divisive every time.
Right, exactly. Because people become disinterested. So, and he probably felt the shifting tide against him pretty heavily. He lost most of his audience. So, that also sucks. But anyways, as I said, we were moving on to Nightbreed. Nightbreed was voted on by all of you guys.
Mainly Jake.
Yeah, and mainly Jake throwing down that super dude. We appreciate it last week. And yeah, Nightbreed is one that we kind of stumbled into when kind of deciding to do these horror movies. And so, as I mentioned before, Nightbreed is directed by Clive Barker, and actually he did the screenplay as well. And I have heard that he wrote the book.
Correct.
Yeah. Which Nightbreed was based off of as well. It was, I think, a different name.
Cabal. Yes,
Cabal.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but Nightbreed stars Craig Schaefer, Ann Bobby, David Cronenberg, which is a really interesting addition to it. They're kind of the three main leads. And if for those in the chat that aren't familiar, or either of y'all, David Cronenberg is he's one of the masters of horror. He is the body horror guy. Like, Cronenberg is just notorious for making crazy, strange, weird body horror movies. Yeah. And so, actually, I could share. I've got his stuff on screen here. Now, Cronenberg did not direct this. He just acted in it. But yeah, Cronenberg has been around forever. He's done a lot of, like, I think Videodrome's kind of one that stands out that I still need to see.
I think about that all the time.
Do you?
I think about Videodrome like weekly.
Really?
Wow.
That movie, it's just, there's a lot to that movie, especially in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen it, Chris. I don't know if you've seen it, Blaine. It's not quite y'all's cup of teas. But there's just something about it that just, like, really draws me in. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I've always been curious about it, and it stars James Woods. I've heard good things, and I'm curious where the critics set with this, or maybe regardless, maybe we can do it on this channel at some point, because I've always been very curious about Videodrome. But that was one of Cronenberg's, but he's done a bunch more, much stranger movies than that one for sure. And like I said, he's been around absolutely forever, and his whole kind of claim to fame is body horror. But this was a interesting role for Cronenberg. Because he is playing a character, Dr. Philip, who is a serial killer. Now, Nightbreed is billed as an action-adventure horror fantasy. This movie is wild, to say the least. I am very curious to hear the range of opinions. We've started having reviews come in. I love, and I said this earlier on Criticless to Jake Stanley, that, like, I just love that he loves this movie so much. Like, this is one of those that I see why it could be a cult classic. Like, it is all things at once at all times.
They're doing a lot.
It is doing a lot.
It's doing a lot.
It is doing a lot. This is a very strange movie. A lot of practical effects. It is definitely in the horror realm, but it's also all the things. So I am interested to hear everybody's thoughts as we dig through this. Also, Craig Schaefer, I wasn't super familiar with him, but I will say that him in this
great chin.
Great chin.
Look at that cleft.
Yeah. Killer chin. In this movie, he reminds me a lot. I don't know the guy's name, but the guy that played Angel in Buffy and in the show Angel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, has anybody seen these two dudes in the room at the same time? Like, have they ever been in a room together? Because they just seem so much alike for some reason to me.
It's too funny that you say that because me and I literally sat there and we had like a competition ongoing about how we thought he looked like all these other people.
Really?
We didn't say that guy.
Really?
But there was all these other people that were kept being like, oh, he kind of looks like this and that guy.
Right.
These two people had a baby. Like for the first 10 minutes of the movie, we kept being like, yeah, it kind of looks like all these other people.
Right. Yeah, he does look like quite a few people. Now, I'll go ahead and pull up this picture of Cronenberg here. For those that have not seen Nightbreed, I'm going to try and sum this up with these guys the best I can, to the best of my ability. I think that the best way to describe Nightbreed is like Halloween Town on heroin. Maybe like you think is that a good that's summation?
Fair, yeah. Chris, have you seen Halloween Town?
Okay. Yeah.
It's a Disney show.
Yeah.
Disney movie about a little girl that realizes she's from a family of witches and that they live in a different town called Halloween Town. And they'll have like ghouls and stuff in Halloween Town.
Okay.
It was on the Disney Channel.
Yeah,
you might have seen it.
I had basic TV.
Yeah, and Jake, the mega fan of it, says that that's a fair question mark assumption. I mean, how do you put this movie in a nutshell? But so to break it down here, David Cronenberg is a psychiatrist. In this film, there is also a serial killer. I'll say that. We are in the spoiler-free portion. We will be in the spoiler-free portion for only a short period of time because it is going to be so hard to talk about this movie without talking about spoilers pretty quickly.
But they're also, like, the spoilers, it would be hard to connect them in a way that would disrupt watching the movie.
Right.
Like, we could talk about any part of this movie, and you'd be like,
well,
up until that point happens, you kind of be like,
just be us talking about our scores then.
Right.
Oh, no,
right.
yeah.
That's all we should do because you're right.
Oh, no, for sure.
But you're right.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe we should just talk about our scores.
Yeah,
and
we can do
initial
that.
Thoughts, and then we can dive into anything else we're talking about.
So really quickly though, for the plot, psychiatrist. There is a serial killer. This on screen is the serial killer. I think it is a pretty badass design, kind of a weird puppet gimp suit situation going on here.
I appreciate it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. And then there is a world, I guess you could call it, or a land of otherworldly creatures. They are the Nightbreed. They are from a place which I can't remember the name of. There's a lot of lore connected to this movie. Huh?
Midian,
yes, that's it. Midian.
It's where they reside.
Yes, Midian is where they reside. The lead actor right here is basically, with like I said, with a great. It is a great picture.
Moly.
It is a great picture.
Oh God, AI is getting out of control, dude. Like, look at that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a screenshot.
That's an AI human being.
So that's our lead there, and he is he's seen the psychiatrist. He has been having dreams of these otherworldly creatures for a reason, and he has started going. He had at some point been going to a psychiatrist about it, and then starts to think and get accused of being the said serial killer that's also in the world with all of these monsters and stuff. That is the best way to quickly surmise this movie, is that there's a serial killer, there's a guy who thinks he's a serial killer, and there's a world of monsters. I think that's the best way to sum this up without digging into spoilers. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and give you guys our score ratings, surface level thoughts, and let y'all kind of know where we sit on this movie. And I'm going to let these guys start because I still don't have my score locked down mentally. I was trying to get my review written together and done beforehand, but I watched it last night, and I'm still processing. There's a lot to process here. A lot to process. But Matt, I feel like you're ready, Matt. I feel like you're ready to go.
Yeah, because I actually watched this 2 nights ago. So actually, we did try watching this once upon a time.
Yeah.
It's funny enough. It took me watching this to realize that years ago, I was like, let's watch this. I don't really like Clive Barker stuff. Like, I've watched the Hellraiser movies.
Okay.
Because I was like, I just want to know what they're about. And so I've seen all the Hellraisers.
Right.
and they're okay. They're just kind of like torture-y, like shock value. And then we watched this one, and so this movie's okay. The character designs can be pretty cool, but then they also can be lackluster. The story itself is missing something. We watched the director cut. So
You did watch the director's cut?
The director cut. So that's an hour 40.
Where did you watch that one at?
It's on Prime.
Huh.
I think it was Prime.
All right.
But because there's 3 cuts, there's the theater cut, which is like an hour 30.
Right.
Director cut, which is almost over 2 hours.
And you said you
then
watched
the
it where?
Cabal.
So
I think it was on Prime.
Because I watched it on Prime, but I didn't think it was the director's cut.
It was
I
an
thought
hour 21. Oh no, 2 hours.
it was
and
2
1
hours.
That's the director's cut.
Okay, then
Yeah.
Really
Yep.
interesting.
Because
I did not watch the director cut because we agreed last week to watch the theatrical.
I said I was going to watch whichever one was free on Prime.
Well, mine was free too, so we're good.
Free on the
Yeah.
7 Seas.
Yeah. So we watched but then there's the Cabal cut, which is like a fan cut that was approved, and it's like 2 hours
Okay.
and 30 minutes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, the one I watched was just over 2 hours.
Yeah. So we watched the director's cut.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, which is
that even like shades your review even a little more right there?
that is interesting.
Because you're like, this is what the
I'm very
director
curious about what Chris saw.
I am too.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
Well, it's 'cause I don't know what the difference. Like, I can't remember what they cut out. Like, I have no idea what's cut out.
Fuck if
Maybe,
I know.
they-
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know what I saw.
Shit, brother.
I don't know what even
Yeah.
happened.
This is all stuff. Yep.
So Matt, you are you're where do you
So I'm
rank
sitting
this?
in a decent. At first, like when I finished the movie, I was like, "This is a rad." I like. I'm gonna give it a rad because I like the creature designs.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, the story is full of these plot holes and like just ignoring things and just like not giving us reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, this is the director's cut. Why are we getting like these like issues where they just don't want to explain things,
Right.
or don't explain things, and they just want us to assume things. And I was like, okay, well, I don't like that for a director's cut. So then I was like inching it down into the decent range.
Mm-hmm.
And so the longer I think about it, I'm like a low decent.
Low decent.
I think.
Wow.
It's just because the more I think about the story and the pieces I've just had to kind of like make up
Okay.
in my mind and the questions I still have,
Right.
I'm just like, and they're like questions that should have been answered
Right.
better. Like
Yeah.
there was an answer given, and we'll get into it, but they weren't answered to my liking. So I'm somewhere maybe like a 48%
Okay.
decent.
Okay.
So not like
Okay.
the bottom of the decent range. Just
Right.
it's
Right in the middle. Right in the
Yeah.
middle. But you weren't crazy about it.
No, I would never watch this again. And maybe
Interesting.
even like the Cabal cut or anything like that.
Yeah.
Unless they were like, it explains everything, but I don't know if it would.
Okay.
I feel like the things they probably have in the Cabal are just like background information.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Well, the interesting thing here is on just looking on Criticless, it says that Criticless says that the primary version is 2 hours long. So
Somebody put it in the chat.
yeah, I did see that in the chat as well. Here we go. Life on Marshmallow said theatrical cut is 102 minutes, Cabal cut is 144, extended VHS is 159, and director's cut is 120.
Yeah. And I know I watched
So
the director's cut
I
because it
think
was 2 hours and 1 minute.
I think that actually we're at a point where the director's cut is actually technically considered the definitive version of this movie, which is probably why it's the main one that they have on Amazon as well. So that's my guess. But Chris, what did you think? What's where did you sit this?
50. 50 even. Yep.
Right on a 50.
Yep. Just 50.
Banjo's going to be really proud.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'll get
If you review it.
Yeah.
That's great.
He won't.
Oh, no, I won't. But I'm saying it here. 50.
50.
It's
Okay.
just a 50. And honestly, that's higher than what I had initially rated it at. Like, this was like dog shit territory level for me to begin with.
Especially
Like
at the
bogus,
hour
like
and 40.
40?
What's that?
You said dog shit. What's that?
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you? Like
yeah,
10,
yeah. That's like
20?
20s to 30s. of
Okay.
Dog shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in just thinking of it over
Right.
time, honestly, like in talking about that dude
Yeah.
that you said was some horror
Yeah.
icon.
Cronenberg.
Cronenberg.
Yeah.
The Cronenberg effect.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Well,
Anyways,
there was a lot of Cronenberg jokes in, for example, Rick and Morty, and in a lot of other shows over the years and stuff, just because it's all about body horror stuff and like
grotesque goodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for me, like that character in the movie was the worst.
Really?
Like the worst. The doctor in it is like, it's so bad. But now thinking back on it, I actually like enjoy it. Like it's so bad that I'm like,
right.
I'm like kind of chuckling about it. I'm
Right.
like, that son of a bitch. Like it was so bad that it's funny.
Yeah.
Like it has increased my score on this because it's so bad that it's reached the funny point where like I appreciate it.
I like it.
All right, I kind of like this dude.
Yeah, and I can't imagine this movie cut down any more than 2 hours because this movie is fucking bonkers at 2 hours long.
Said she almost fell asleep.
Really?
She said it was too drawn out.
Really?
Brother?
Yeah.
I'll agree with her.
Really?
For
And
sure.
you watched the shorter version.
Yeah, I sure did.
I was.
Well, that's the thing. The first time we watched it, I'm pretty sure she did fall asleep.
Yeah.
And
Really?
I couldn't tell you what it was. It was literally years ago that we watched it the first time. And I barely remember it. And even when it started, I was like, I think this is what happened. And she looked up and she goes, you're right. We've seen this. But for us to have forgotten that we've watched a horror movie is
sacrilege.
Not normal.
Yeah. The first thing I put in my notes for watching this, I don't always do it.
Sorry,
but
Gas Station Burrito called you Bobby Lee. I'm sorry. And I just can't quit laughing at it.
Bobby Lee. Oh.
I guess that's a compliment.
Hey, Bobby Mom.
I'm Bobby Mom.
I'm Bobby Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take it.
That's really
For sure.
Yeah, that's great. That's Chris, by the way.
Hello.
Chris is the Bobby Lee looking fella. He's Crisco with a C on Criticless.
Not a K.
True. Yeah.
Not a K.
And I don't do reviews, except for I did one recently
he does
for
them
the first
sometimes.
time in
Yeah,
6
'cause
months.
you weren't on,
Ish.
so you did it.
I did it. But the first line that I put in this for my notes for this was that, holy shit, it's so fucking slow and I'm only 16 minutes in. It is extraordinarily slow burn. Maybe my expectations were off on it and that skewed things, but it, for me, was really slow, especially at the beginning.
Okay.
The first 30-ish plus minutes are extraordinarily slow. But
Yeah, because I mean, it's all about them establishing the
Right.
what are they
lead
establishing? Tell me.
character
Because it changes.
sort of story.
It changes.
We'll get into it in a minute. I'll go ahead and get my score
Yeah, do
so we
it.
can
Do it.
dig
Yeah,
into
yeah,
this.
please
All right.
do.
So, well, I say I'm going to get my score, but I really still,
on you, man.
yeah, I still really don't know how to score this movie because, like, is this a good movie? Not really. Did I have an absolute blast? Like, was I just complete? I was all in, brother.
Really?
I was all in.
All right.
This movie is
Okay.
absurd and ridiculous
Yeah.
and stupid
Yep.
and
Yeah.
whimsical and magical and nonsensical. Like, I really kind of love it. Part of me wants to see it again because I still haven't processed what. Like, it ended and I was just like,
Brother,
what?
We
what
can't talk about the ending.
Yeah,
we cannot talk about the ending. We can't do it.
I'm
We can't
curious
do it.
if yours even ended like ours did. But so there's a part of me that like wants to score it one way.
Yeah.
And there's a part that, like, entertainment value for me, this thing's, like, near the top just because I never got bored. Like, I was just like, what's going on? Like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Like, and you could tell, like we said earlier, this movie is based off a book. You can tell it is based off a book, but they left out 90% of the book.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is like I felt like if I read the book, it would answer my questions.
Yeah.
But the thing was,
doubt
this
it.
book was written and the screenplay was written and then directed by the author. So it's like
You're
one
right.
of those things where that shouldn't be a problem.
Right. You would think this movie is batshit bananas, and like JB said, like slow burn. Like, I don't know how the theatrical cut was slow burn because this movie is balls out from the second it starts. You're just like ripped from one scene to another. You're just like nothing is explained, and you're like, hold on, like who is this man? Why does he have these powers? Why do these people make out in public for so long? Like, what is even going on here? Why is he starting a fire in his bedroom? I don't know, but I kind of love it. Like
I feel like you're confusing confusion with entertainment. Like, just because you don't know what's going on doesn't make it a good thing.
Right.
Like,
I'm saying, like,
yeah.
I don't know that it was a good thing. Like, I don't know if what I witnessed was a good thing. But I'll say this as well. Once we get to all the creatures, I'm just like, yes. Like, keep getting weirder. Like, give me porcupine titty lady. Like,
well, yes.
Like,
give me more of that.
New kink unlocked. Like,
Sure.
like, give me the smoke titty lady. Like,
yeah.
Also,
all the titty ladies.
All the titty ladies. Just give me all the titty ladies.
All of them.
Like,
What about the dude with the snake tits?
The snake tits. That was like snake belly man. I don't even know. Like, there are so many weird things, and there's people with heads in their stomachs. There's little demon people. There's a little child that turns into a cat baby, hairless cat baby thing. Like, this movie is so weird, and I love it for it.
Yeah.
But it also makes like not much sense at all. And I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that kind of wants to see it again.
Okay, so where are you gonna rate it?
I think it's probably going to be in the decent range somewhere. I don't know where.
Wait. After all that hype,
yeah, because
you're just saying decent. I was like,
Yeah.
I was preparing myself to be
for like a most excellent or something.
or a high rat.
No.
was what I thought you were going for.
Well, I feel like Blaine's range that he was debating between was between a 50 and a 90.
Right.
And he hasn't decided until just now
Right,
as
right.
to what it's gonna
where
be.
it's going to be. Yeah, no, I think I might even do like a 59 because like
All right.
this for me is because I'm not someone who typically likes like the so bad it's good movies.
Yeah.
For me, this would be so bad it's good. Like that's where I would
Correct.
classify this.
And that's where I'm on the boat with you.
Yeah.
And that's why my score is as high as
Right.
it is.
Because I'm just
Is
I'm
because of-
enamored and like I could see seeing this when I was young and being like, this is the coolest shit ever. This movie is bonkers. Like especially seeing this like, I don't know, probably if I saw this when I was around like 13 or something, I would have probably thought that this was one of the coolest movies I've ever seen.
Jake, when did you first see this?
Yeah.
Were you
Let us know in the
13?
chat. Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Well, and I also, it makes sense why this has a cult following. And I mean, I can even pull it up here on the screen, but it's like, here we go.
Love you, Jake.
I was
Wait,
going
while you're
to,
doing
did
that, I
this
wanna
for
say
you.
Thank you for the $5, Jake.
yeah.
And he said, I want to thank everyone who watched one of his favorite movies.
Yeah.
We did this for you.
Yeah. Everyone did this for you, Jake. So now we got to see what everyone else chooses for next week. But yeah, here's Porcupine Titty Lady.
And you know who stole this?
Who did?
Who stole this?
Who?
The Witcher.
The Witcher did. Yeah.
The knight that got cursed.
Right.
It was a gender swap, but
And he turns into a porcupine.
Right.
yeah, he is a porcupine person.
Well, and so that's the thing is also I feel like this movie inspired a bunch of strange things as well. Like I feel like this movie was connected to other things. So actually, funny enough, so like this character here that you see on screen, the big forehead,
Moonface?
big chin man, who like
Moonhead.
kind of just
It's
looks
Moonface.
like a mutated version of the lead actor. This guy was actually also ripped off by the TV show Big Bad Beetleborgs. Did anyone else watch Big Bad Beetleborgs?
Yeah, and he was like their lead, like send-off
His
guy.
name was like
Wow,
Flabber, I think was his name. I've got to show you guys.
Did you watch it?
Big Bad Beetleborgs?
You didn't watch
Yes.
that back in like the early 2000s, late 90s?
He didn't watch like Power Rangers
Hell
or
to
anything.
the no.
Oh, it was like a Transformer-esque thing.
Yeah. So here's
Bag
Flabber.
Beetle. Flabber?
I think that was his name.
Great
I'm
name.
pretty sure.
Flabber.
All
For
right.
now.
Yeah. This guy. So like
I'm gonna call him
clearly
the Balchinian.
Balchinian, yeah.
He is on fleek though. Look
Yeah,
at
he
them
is.
brows, bruh.
clearly inspired by this movie. Like there's no way.
Jay Leno.
Yeah. There is no way. Yeah. He is like Jay Leno as well. There's no way that he was not inspired by this film. Like it's too close.
Which one came out first?
what
This
we're
movie,
talking about.
Nightbreed came out first.
Oh, before
Nightbreed was in the
Yeah.
80s,
Big Bad.
and
Yeah.
this was in.
Well, Nightbreed was 90.
Nightbreed was 90? Oh, yeah, 1990.
Yeah.
Battleborgs
Close enough
was
to
late
Beetleborgs was
70s.
Beetleborgs was somewhere in the 90s. It was actually a really cool concept. It was very Power Rangers adjacent, but what was cool was it was like Power Rangers except horror. And so there was like mummies and like all of these horror elements, and there was a haunted house, and that was all connected to them turning into these Power Ranger things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch
wonder
Power
if that's
Rangers.
on it.
I
would
found
love
it
to
somewhere a
find
couple
it.
years back, and it was cool as shit.
Yeah.
And I went back to it because I remember being enamored by it. There was another show that was similar, and I freaking loved it at the time. And it was called like the Knights of Tyrannog or something. And I haven't. My son still plays with my action figure, and it was basically Power Rangers, but King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table.
Oh, dude.
And that was cool as shit.
Was that animated?
No, it was real people too.
That's sounding really familiar, but like
It does
an
sound
animated
familiar.
Show.
Yeah.
It does sound familiar. Even
There
for
was an
me.
animated show kind of like that, but this one was very like Power Rangers-y,
Tyrannog.
and it was. I think that was the name of it. It was like Knights of Tyrannog or something. I think was the name. We'll have to look it up. But yeah. So it was. Anyways, Power Ranger shows aside, all of that. I do want to go ahead and get into spoilers so that we can really legitimately talk about this movie because it is so ridiculous and absurd. And I do, but it's all 40 years also that. But we're going to run the spoilers bumper. Yeah, we're freezing up.
Well, you're freezing right now. Holy shit.
I'm not showing freezing on my end. So, all right. Well, hopefully we're not freezing for everybody, but it sounds like we probably are. But yeah, so we're going to dig into spoilers here, and I need to change this from spoiler free over to spoilery. Where is it? Why is
I'm
it?
not going to call you Big Dick.
Why
I'm sorry.
not? Why not? BDB?
It's too personal.
It's just too personal.
I've seen your big Blaine dick.
Right. I know. It's just Mystic
can't call
Knights.
you that.
Was that the name of it? Mystic Knights? Not gonna. Maybe that was the name of it, and not the Knights of Tyrannog. That's no, it is. So the Mystic Knights of Tyrannog.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Tyrannog. Period.
Yeah, I literally still have my action figure of that show. It was cool as shit. I'm glad chat knows what I'm talking about. Actually, let me see.
Yeah, because we're all a bunch of nerds.
Right. Yeah, this chat is, I'm sure, full of a bunch of nerds for sure. I am going to screen share so that you guys can see this. So, yeah, this was the Knights of Tyrannog, and I have this red dude's action figure.
Hell
yeah.
He's the coolest.
Yeah.
For sure.
The show was so freaking cool. But yeah, I was a fan. I'm curious if you can find that one too. But all right, so digging back into Nightbreed and this movie and the just absolute what the fuck factor. Like this movie is all over the place. It's absolute chaos. I love it for it. It just throws you straight into things. They're like, hey, here's a couple. This dude's having nightmares. You don't know why. They're deep into a conversation already. He's having nightmares about things. You don't know what they are, why he's having them. None of it really makes sense. And then you're just bouncing from scene to scene. He's going to a psychiatrist. Psychiatrist is like, by the way, those nightmares you're having are because you're a serial killer.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to set him up for the fall.
Oh, absolutely.
Being a serial killer.
Yeah.
The serial killer angle for that was just so
it feels contrived.
Contrived, yeah. And it was just like for no reason. And the explanation was dumb. And then it gets to the point where he's just killing people willy-nilly. It's no longer a part of his like description he gave earlier in the movie. He's just like, oh, there you are, dead. There you are, dead, with no like repercussions,
right,
at all. And the even like the black detective was just like completely ignoring any sort of evidence or thought.
Right. Well, that was the thing, is that the detectives and the cops let this psychiatrist just run the show.
Oh yeah,
he's just like, I'm gonna be the psychiatrist. Like, I am the law, and
the psychiatrist kept being like, I'm gonna talk to this guy real quick. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. He's got a gun. Right. And that's all I need to say.
Yep, just he's got a gun. That's it. Yeah, it's so strange. But I kind of didn't care.
But it just felt like and it happened over and over again.
Oh, constantly.
Like empty writing. Like
it was just from scene to scene. Like they were just like, we're not going to connect any of these scenes. You're just going to be here, and then you're going to be there. We're going to yank it from hither to thither, and you can figure out what happened in between. And if not, fuck you.
Yeah, and just filling in the blanks. This movie should be called Fill in the Blanks.
Yeah, which is got to be wild, because for those of you that did watch the theatrical cut, holy crap. Like, I can't imagine, Chris, the level of confusion that you have to be operating at.
It was just all over the place. That's why I'm saying, like, this movie evolved in so many ways. Like, the way that it started off and, like, the expectations that you have for how it's going to unfold, it changed so many times. It was like, oh, this is a horror movie. Like, this is like a transformation. These are the bad guys into like, oh, these are immigrants and we need to protect them.
Right.
There was like such a swap of just like who the bad person is. And that, like, I give it respect for that. Like, it kept you on your toes.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well, yeah, you're like, what allegories are we going here? Like, what are we comparing it to? Like, is this an X-Men kind of thing? Are we making commentary about racism?
Yeah.
Like, are we making commentary about like immigration?
so.
Are we making commentary about
Pretty much.
Or are we really
People's
saying
different bad
right?
in society?
Right.
Need protect, must save.
Right.
That kind of line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's a lot happening with all of that too. Like there's an undercurrent of plot here, but like they never really fully go there or fully commit to any of that, which is fine. I'm okay with it. Back then, things didn't tend to get that over like politically just bludgeon you over the head.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. But it is a weird thing because it all just kind of feels a little half baked. But like I said, especially once things got to the monsters, and so first off, you've got this lead character who's having dreams. Why is he having dreams? No one knows.
Yeah. Why is he
no
having
one
dreams?
fucking knows.
Never answered that.
Why is now? I think
It's because he is.
He is the one. He's Neo, right?
Kind of. He's a Nightbreed. He's just a part of their.
Yeah,
but he
what
wasn't-
makes you he's not a Nightbreed.
He wasn't a Nightbreed until he got bit,
But
he was destined to be that way.
all right, fine.
The threads of
what about
fate
the other guy with him that was just like
chose
decided to peel off half his face? Like
He was
they
a
made him
Nightbreed. No, he was a
No,
Nightbreed.
they made him a Nightbreed.
Yeah.
No. He was.
Yeah. Well, they all become Nightbreeds, right? Like, you don't start off as a part of this community. They don't reproduce, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but then why is there a child?
Maybe they do reproduce.
Then why are some so different and so bizarre,
Yeah.
and then some are really normal looking?
Well, that's the thing.
Well,
I
how
think
are
they
the
can be
powers
everything.
from-
That's what they said. They could be anything. They're kind of like the X-Men. Like they could be anything.
Yeah.
So you think that the guy that peeled his head off was not a Nightbreed before he peeled his head off? I thought he was always a Nightbreed.
No, because his whole thing was that he was like, "This is a test. This is a test to become a Nightbreed." That's why that's the whole thing.
Right.
Before he died, he was like, "This is you want me to take you there? That's a test. This is all a test."
It's like
he wasn't a Nightbreed. He was a human that was crazy.
Yeah.
And they made him into a Nightbreed.
Who made him into a Nightbreed?
The Nightbreed family.
Did they? When?
We didn't see it, but it was that whole ritual that they did with fucking Square Jaw McGee.
You think that they did that to the skin off guy?
Yeah.
Are we just assuming that?
I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I'm
I
assuming
assume that's the process
I thought,
of
because when he
integration.
started pulling off his skin, he looked like that thing underneath that he was all along. I just assumed that
That's just him without skin.
Well, he behaved like he'd been in the Nightbreed place and stuff for a long time.
He did pretend that way. Yes, but
I don't know. But he had to die because he died.
Chaos.
Because the serial killer killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And then next time we see him, he's in the Nightbreed community.
Well, yeah,
which makes no sense.
Well, maybe that was because he couldn't die and the dude didn't know. So I have a theory on that. Hey, Chelsea, what's up? So my thought was he was always a Nightbreed. The serial killer went in there to kill him, thought that he killed him, but it turned out he couldn't die, and then he went back home because that was the whole thing. Is the serial killer is trying to find the Nightbreed people, doesn't really know where they live, where they're from, what they can do, and so I think that when the psychologist snuck into his room to do whatever to him, it's not like he could turn him. He's not the one that turned him into a Nightbreed.
Correct.
So I think that he was always a Nightbreed.
But then what makes you a Nightbreed? Because they never.
Well, I think that you were born.
How is he a Nightbreed?
I think that most of them. I think that you were born a Nightbreed. You are. That is like you were genetically a Nightbreed, or you were turned into a Nightbreed from another Nightbreed, which is how because he got bit and turned into one.
True. That is true. Yeah. The biting.
But then if you just die and you wake up as a Nightbreed, then shouldn't there be a lot more of them?
There's certain stipulations or except like reasons to why people become this. Like it's the most angsty teen thing of like, I've had a tough life and so I deserve to be a Nightbreed. I hate this shit. So that's my interpretation of just like you have to have this like angsty, your life had to have added up to a certain sum before you become a Nightbreed. It's not like yes, in a sense, if you believe in fate of like you are born into it because your life is going to turn out to be shit and then you get to join. It's basically like my thought process for the Nightbreed is that they're just the outcast, right? they're just like the goth culture. Essentially, it's like we're gonna take you in no matter what. We'll accept you, whatever your flaws, whoever
I think you still have to be a Nightbreed, though. You have to be at least obviously turned into one or whatever. And it sounds like that wasn't a common.
You do
thing.
have to die. But
Yeah,
yes.
like you have to die or whatever, be turned into one, because that brings us to the end of the movie, and some of that as well. But I do think, and Couch Tater said as well, that he was the one guy that peeled his head off was previously a Nightbreed, and I think he was as well. I think that was his face. See, we don't know when the psychologist went in there what he did to him either, the serial killer.
True.
Which, and also, like, I don't know if y'all did, I saw that he, you see that he's the serial killer from a mile away.
Yeah.
His costume and stuff is pretty awesome, honestly. I like the suit with the
cool.
mask, and I think it's super cool.
Pro meets Dollface.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoy it. I really liked his persona, his serial killer persona.
I think there's a lot of memorable, like, imagery in this movie as far as the creatures and stuff.
Yeah. That's the
You not so
best
much, Chris?
part of this movie. Because that's what will stick with me anyways, is the imagery or the creatures.
Right. You didn't like them, Chris?
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I love it.
Like, this is like real bad.
But this is the 90s.
Oh, no.
And they're not puppets. It's actually.
Well, actually,
I appreciate.
There was even a stop motion creature.
There
Well,
was
that was
multiple
bad.
stuff.
I
But
loved
there was
it.
a couple
No,
times
I still
I was
loved
just
them.
like, why did they include that? That was bad.
I loved it. No, I loved them. I thought it was great.
I
Like,
love them too, but they're so bad.
Yeah,
dude.
I just don't even see him as bad. It's a weird thing. Like,
There's the stop motion plus the like drawn backgrounds.
I love them. I love the drawn backgrounds, all that stuff.
Again,
Like,
I too love it because it's so bad. And that's why this is getting a 50
Right.
and not like a 25. Because it's endearing how bad it is. Yeah. That's what and also, I'll just say while I have the mic,
yes.
the doctor,
Yeah.
whatever famous person
Cronenberg.
this is, the worst.
His acting was
actor.
bad.
Yeah, that was the flattest thing I've ever
He's
seen.
not known for being an actor.
Except that he's in a bunch of stuff. But I
Right.
think that's just because he directs some.
Right, I think so.
The worst.
His acting was bad.
It's so bad. But I actually, again, he's one of the reasons I brought it up because
Right.
it's so bad that it becomes entertaining.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, there's so much to this movie, and I mean, essentially, so our lead, he goes off, finds Meridian while he's like, because he's trying to figure out what all his nightmares are about, tries to find out if he's a serial killer, basically learns that he's not, gets turned into a Nightbreed. All this stuff, as you can tell with us talking, and I'm sure as many of y'all saw watching it, is that it is very hard to put the pieces together as to what dictates a Nightbreed, how you become a Nightbreed, how they change, all this stuff. It's just wacky and weird and so strange and so, like, even though this came out, I mean, it came out in 1990, but it's so 80s. This movie is so very 80s.
1990 is the 80s.
You're right. It's
For
the
sure.
80s.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there are like bits of there's like some flashbacks, like Beach Dad is mentioning here, where like they show how they originated, where the Nightbreeds came from. Did you get that in your version?
I mean, it was
the young girl, the
It's like a
little
2-minute
girl
little,
gives a
like,
flashback.
clip of like flashbacks and like kind of like the Crusades or something like that, where they're like slaughtering the giants and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something along those lines.
Okay.
Whether or not it's the full thing, I don't know. But yes, they do explain that they are essentially like changelings, and they've
It all
just
depends
been.
on what they are, because they showed him carrying like a giant's head.
Yeah, well, there is literally a scene. Somebody brought up in the chat the gas station attendant. I'm assuming that was in your movie, where the slasher killer, serial killer, goes to a gas station to find out more information about Meridian. And
Yes. Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
guy
the
is
gas
basically like, they can be anything.
Yeah,
they can
exactly.
They can be whatever. They can be made of smoke. They can be allergic to light or not. They can be this.
Right.
So it's like they can
Different
kind of be
ways to
anything.
kill him. Yeah.
Right. There's different ways to kill
That
him.
dude knew a whole bunch.
He did.
Considering he wasn't a fucking Nightbreed.
I
Right.
feel like
That's
he
a
wanted to
hidden
be.
society.
Like, he
How
got
do all these people know
rejected.
about them, but they're not.
Right. He
Well,
couldn't
it
help
comes to
him.
them in dreams. Apparently, that's how fucking face pull off guy and our main character found out about it, is via dreams.
Which is never confirmed in any sort of way at all.
Right.
Right.
Like, that should have been like, yes, we communicate with ones that could come to our community. Like, there's just things they could have done in the writing that would have really like solidified this, and instead they just left it up to weird interpretations.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
I have to go, I assume this now, I assume that, and I constantly had to assume things to make the story.
Yeah,
make sense.
they definitely force you to assume things. And then, so Then things. So I was curious. I was worried because they really they only kind of tease the underground world of the Nightbreed.
And much bigger.
Yeah,
than
it was.
You think.
Which I was very happy with. There's like all these. So actually, what it reminded me a lot of is and I think it inspired it. If you have ever seen the Guillermo del Toro cartoon series Troll Hunters.
Yes,
this is so much like Troll Hunters. You should watch it with your son.
Yeah, I was about to say I've not seen that.
It's
good,
fantastic.
It's really good.
Yes, Troll Hunters is awesome. This show or this movie clearly inspired Troll Hunters. Like this is how their world works. Actually, there's a bit in Hellboy 2. This reminded me of that as well, which also inspired Troll Hunters.
Guillermo again,
and was also Guillermo.
Yeah.
So
you remember Little Monsters, where they were the same.
The Little Monsters
concept.
is very much of the same ilk of this movie. They're very, very similar. But when they go in the underworld, I was like, holy shit. This is freaking Troll Hunters. Like that is exactly what this is. All the bridges and walkways and all these this ecosystem and culture and shops and stores. The troll market, as Jake Stanley said, like that is it's literally what their underground world is. I loved all of that.
Yeah. You know what that reminded me of? Was the Goblin underground from the Hobbit movies. Yeah, they go and kill the Goblin King, Troll King, whatever it is.
Yeah, and actually, somebody brought that up in the chat as well. So
yeah, exactly.
So it is also like that. So clearly, I think that there is something about this movie that clearly, like some of the ideas and concepts or this book, whatever, got its hooks into culture, got its hooks into other people creating things. Because
for sure.
that's my thing. It's like, even though this movie is so ridiculous, even though it is so messy, like I do love it for how creative it is, for how over the top it is, for how risky it is. And honestly, I felt like watching it, I'm like, it felt like they spent a lot of money on this movie. I don't know what the budget was, but it felt like they put so much into it.
I mean, I can agree with you there. I think this is one of those movies where they were like, look, we're going to go big on the creatures.
Right.
We're going to do the most simplest creatures, like the dude with the sun nipples that had nothing else about him except the sun nipples.
Yeah.
All the way to the dude that had the snake eyes that came out of his belly and wrapped around his throat.
Face stomach.
Yeah.
He was one of the better
face
ones.
Bunny or face tummy.
Yeah.
Right.
Face tummy. Yeah.
Right.
Tummy face.
So I did want to look up really quick. I want to see for inflation. So this movie was actually made for $11 million. Okay.
1990 monies. That's pretty responsive.
Wait, did I type this in right? Is that 1, 2, 3 zeros, 4, 5, 6? There is no way that what conversion.
Jake, I also love sun nipples. I wish he had like a little more time to shine. Speaking of like all like creatures and people, like he was like one of the more likable of them.
Yeah, I don't even. What was weird about it, like he was just like, my freaky weird trick is that I have nipple tattoos and a dog.
Right. Well,
like,
that was what was weird. So why are some of these Nightbreed people or creatures like super weird creatures, but there were several that were just kind of like normal.
Right.
And that was the weird part. Another weird level to this.
There's just a lot that's not explained. And so I did look it up, TG. He says it's $1 billion in today's money.
100
or 100 billion. Yeah, actually, so looking at it, it's comparatively, this movie was made for $27 million, which is actually still a really cheap movie in today's standards for how expensive they have gotten.
Damn right.
But still, it just... There was a sense of spectacle to this movie that I appreciated, where I was just like, they fucking went for it. They went for it.
They did.
All these different creatures, all these different, like,
not great.
They're just going to bring the rednecks out of the woodwork and have a full out war with the weirdos.
Yeah, and the rednecks were just told, like, hey, we're going to go over to the graveyard that we all lived near since forever. And maybe there's something there we can shoot. And the rednecks were like, woo, let's do it, bye.
Right.
Giddy up. And then they were just like, we're
Anybody
killing
watch?
things. They didn't even know shit was there.
Right.
If you think about it,
Right.
none of the rednecks saw anything until they were there.
Right.
In the graveyard.
True.
And they weren't even really
starting to
shocked.
blow
They're
shit
just
up.
like, time to kill some weirdos.
Yeah. The rednecks were just like, let's do it. And like,
They stereotyped the shit out of rednecks. I'm telling you, they were working a serious psyop back in the day.
But it's also true. I would do the same thing. Someone is like, brother, we're going to a cemetery to kill some fucking we don't
Monsters.
know what. I'm like, yeah, I'll bring my fucking C4 and
honestly, they
claymores,
thought
brother.
It was a cult too, so they were just like, we're gonna go kill some cult people in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, as Couch Tater said, yes, that final battle sequence was literally like a scene from a trauma movie. Like,
Dude, there was a portion in there where they kind of like stop and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the details behind the scene, but in the background sound that they have going was literally clipped from like a World War II movie. It was nothing but machine gun fire and mortars going off, and there was no one to fight. This is before the underground people had come forth. So it was just the rednecks in a cemetery by themselves. I mean, and in the background it's like and it's this calm ass scene of him talking to somebody being like, yeah, you know, maybe you're
I don't
right.
remember that. I wonder if
Dude.
it's a theatrical cut thing.
Could be.
I mean,
and it's fantastic.
and that's the thing is there are scenes that are so quick in this movie. You're just like, what is happening? Like, it's just like absolute whiplash on a regular basis.
Because like they spend all this time setting up all these booby traps,
Right.
and then they napalm the shit out of the whole area. I'm like, did that just not undo all the traps? The actual legit like booby traps that you set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never talked about the booby traps ever again. So I'm assuming
everything
yes,
blew up.
Everything
so,
did blow up.
You know.
Yeah. It is just wild. I do, you know, I appreciate it, man. It's just like there's something about these types of movies where you're like, they went for it. Like they really went for it. And it was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a legit mess, but they did it.
Before we end, because I feel this trailing off.
Yes.
We have to talk about the ending.
Yeah. Yes.
Because my ending that I got was the most.
Right.
Just like picture perfect story ending. They were literally characters standing there monologuing like, what about us? Hold on. Wait, I have it read down. There's the little girl does a scene.
in the
she says
barn.
a line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she's like, who will come for us? It's the most writer directed this movie. Like, look, you're good at something, right?
Yeah.
You're a good writer.
Right.
Stick to it, brother. Don't
Make it just
become
right.
a director because your fucking ego is going to take over. And you think something's real cool, and brother,
it might not be.
it's not.
Are you talking to James Gunn?
Real not.
Is this a
I
message for
will.
James Gunn?
I'll look right in your eyes, Mr. Gunn, and say, you think it's cool? Take a step back.
Yeah.
And just hit a tube, eat a mushroom, whatever it is, and rethink your position on this scene because it's not as cool as you think it is.
Yeah.
The ending was absurdly corny and ridiculous.
And so Marshmallow posted a while back that this was supposed to be a trilogy.
Right.
And so this
you
was
can
supposed to
tell.
set up, and I was like 100%.
Thank God.
He is like a Jesus savior.
Yep.
Even though they're like demonic almost because
Yeah.
they were like listening to
Well, they're undead.
the demon.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is, like Bartholomew.
Baphomet.
Baphomet. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's not Baphomet. It's said differently. It's not said like
Yeah,
Baphomet.
but
It's like
Baphomet.
Baphomet.
Or whatever.
Something like
that.
that.
Was
Mhm.
basically
It's
Baphomet.
the devil is
Yeah.
Baphomet. So
You're
it's
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they were setting it up that he's
Sibling.
like this, like
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's Neo. He's Harry Potter. He's, you know, you name the
savior of
yeah.
the disenfranchised.
Right. You name the hero, he's that. But and they were building for that. And honestly, I would have been interested. I there is a part of me too that I hate that we didn't get to see that. I wish someone else could have directed this.
Exactly. For
Yeah.
sure.
And it could have had the same level of creativity with the monsters and stuff, but just been a more tight movie that made more sense, that had more explanations, that had a little bit more brevity, all of that. But it was it was neat. It was interesting. I love that Jake loves it so much, and there are people out there that do. I did want to go ahead quickly because we have not touched on it.
Like we all didn't love this for you, Jake.
Right.
I do apologize. I don't shit on anything anybody loves.
Right. Well, and I mean, we
I don't know.
really
this
like
didn't sit well with me that well.
right. Well,
50%. It's not a shit.
Right.
on.
No. Well, and that's the
I'm
whole.
not shitting.
That's the whole thing with the Criticless scale, and why I've said before is that like it is totally, it is totally fine to put something in a decent doesn't mean something's bad. It just like it means it's okay, but it's got problems or whatever, right? Where it's like if something's ranked in the decent range, I'm like, I might like this. So yeah, I think that this is another example of the Criticless scale working. But I do get why critics weren't like over the moon about this one. Like sometimes we're like, we don't get it. This one, I'm like,
100%.
It makes sense,
dude. If they didn't give it like under a 10%,
under a 10,
under a 12%, I would be. That's
I think
not
it's
even
in
a
like the
scale,
20 or something on Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, it is low. But yeah,
Not
Couch Tater brought up a good character that was random.
The preacher.
Yeah. Oh, the preacher was so random, came out of nowhere.
Just I think it was, and that because he's another one who, I guess he was a closet gay guy because the sheriff calls him a fag,
right?
And so I'm assuming based on that,
I just think it was the time of the day,
That's
time period
standard
slang,
90s woman culture.
Yeah,
but it would make sense because the whole thing was that the Nightbreeds were like the rejects from society,
right?
Yeah.
Which now they would set him up for the villain. He was becoming the future villain of the Nightbreed movies,
right?
Yeah,
he was 100% a setup.
Do you think it was something where like he hated himself so much he wanted to destroy the Nightbreeds because
he was just
he turns into a Nightbreed.
I don't think he was gay. I think he just got called a fag. Like I think that was just like
there was nothing about him
that
that
was too perfectly placed for him not to be gay.
What did he do that
I don't
was
think
gay?
so.
Nothing that we saw because this is what the movie has a lot of problems with, but also why was he in jail? Because he was a drunk. So that means they already have stuff against him.
Sure.
He hated himself so much that he was drunk all the time. And how many religious people are actually like, or not religious people, not stereotyping there, but like,
right.
But how many people like try to prove themselves by like, oh, I'm not gay, look, I'm a priest and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. I think there's layers to that could be where he was gay. Maybe the next movie came out that he was. I don't know. I just feel like he was actually gay.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. There's no way to know because this movie leaves so much out. I mean, either way, he's the villain now. So if he was going to be the villain in the future, he'd just be a big, ugly gay villain.
Yeah. Has a similar hairline to me.
Yeah. That was just a weird inserted character in general. But I did want to go ahead and pull up y'all's scores here because we have them. We did get, at least as of now, we've got 18 reviews, and then mine and Matt's will be coming in here.
Dude, which is awesome because we were at 9 reviews on Tuesday.
Right.
So,
and there were several that came in from us announcing it last week. But yeah, so Probably Toxic was in the chat as well, gave it an 87%. Said, I liked Nightbreed more than I thought I would. And that's great. Gave it a most excellent. And this is, and we've talked about this before on this show. This is one of those things where there are certain movies where I'm just like, I can totally understand any type of rating for this movie.
Yep.
If you gave it a heinous, I'd be like, I get it. If you gave it a most excellent, I'd be like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get them all. It all, whatever. Like, I totally get it. And so,
100%.
also, Meister P gave it an 82%.
Meister.
Or Meister. I keep saying
Speaking
Meister.
of Meister P.
Yes.
He's not in the chat right now. Make sure everybody comment, and share this with everybody.
Yeah.
I'll do it for him since he's not here, and we should have done this anyway.
And he says
We're
that.
really bad about it.
Right.
But that's for him.
Yeah, definitely do that. Like, comment, share, all that for the channel. We are very bad about saying all of those things. But Chelsea saw it and said, what the fuck did I just watch? And I think that most people say that. The question is just if you come away from that also saying like, but I dug it. Or if you come away from it being like, but also still, what the fuck was that?
Because
like,
that was basically your response.
Yeah, right. And I think you could be anywhere in that. But if you don't come away from this being like, what the fuck did I just watch? It's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Because even if you really enjoy it, this is still wild.
Yeah. 100%.
But she said kudos to the practical effects department, and I do agree. I've gotten to where I appreciate practical effects so much, and I loved every bit of it in this movie. I just adored it.
Look, I am the super practical effects lover, and Idle Hands is the top tier.
No,
up until this point, honestly, I can't think of a movie that does practical effects better.
Right.
Like of everything that I've watched, regardless of genre. But this movie, really falls short. Like, I appreciate face, stomach, fat, lard, whatever the goo is.
Yeah,
like
dude.
that's pretty much it. Other than that, everything was like real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
It's a wild movie. It's wild. It's out there. It takes risks, you know.
I think there were some that were done better than others.
Oh, for sure.
I distinctly remember there was a couple people, and I was just like, oh, that was like so obviously not done well. But then we had people that were done so well, like the owl chick. I was like, hers was immaculate.
Porcupine, you mean?
Yeah, porcupine. Sorry.
Yeah.
The porcupine chick was done so perfectly.
Right.
And then
Well,
got
and then you have
someone
nipple
where-
guy who has nothing.
Yeah,
But he
then
was at
you
least
There was
enjoyable.
somebody
Right.
that had like a skull cap on, but it was like not inflated, but it had like stuff under it.
Right.
And I could just see it shifting, and I was like, I know that's.
They
Yeah.
did.
Hiding
I mean,
something.
well, that's the thing, and why I say kudos to it too. Where a lot of movies just would have copped out and just put a bunch of like normal looking humans with like fake tattoos or something easy, right? But like this movie, I'm just like. They went for it. They tried to make it because it is so difficult to make a movie like this and make every character look different. And that was supposed to be the thing with these Nightbreeds was that they are all so wildly different. And I'm like, they did go for it. Like almost none of the Nightbreeds looks the same, even if they just had bubble heads.
Well, except for
Yeah.
you had Moonhead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Main
Yeah.
good guy.
Right.
He was
Yeah.
the good guy.
Yeah.
And then you had like 3/4 circle face, where like he was moon face except for he was horizontal. So like he was
Kind of more like
this
orangutan.
way. Yeah, exactly. Like
water faces.
yeah. It was like orangutan, but their face was like turned in like a certain degree.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't
He's the guy.
remember
They
that.
only showed him in like snippets of him like running away from the destruction of the underground whenever
Right.
fucking everything exploded.
Right.
There was a few times, but there was these characters that had similar of just like, what phase of the moon are you?
Right.
And that's your face.
Yeah.
Are you
There's actually,
waxing?
like,
Are you
full
waning?
going on somewhere.
See, that's great. That's
Yeah.
just whatever, man.
Sure.
Have at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Make them weird.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I appreciate the weirdness for sure.
Right,
Yeah, I
right.
do.
But they-
was it done 100%?
yeah.
No.
Well,
That's why it's a
when
50%.
there are that many characters that are that wildly different. You don't see many go for the like even like Halloween Town, which granted that was technically like a Disney Channel movie or whatever, but it's like you know, most of the time movies like this where everybody's supposed to be different. You see corners. 91% said it was
Hell
a very
yeah.
underrated movie, amazing
Nice.
flashback version of the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, that part was actually really cool where they're killing the monsters and stuff. And Smoke Lady Boobs, exactly, like we said. And Porcupine Lady Boobs, top tier, you know?
Porcupine booby.
Yep, porcupine titties.
I really love the whole smoke mom like
Right.
aspect of it
Yeah.
all. Because she was just like mama bear.
Yeah.
And she did it like multiple times. Yeah, she like lost her child multiple times, but also she was
Yeah.
like, I am the mom. And when she came in, she was like,
Right.
through the dude.
It was super cool.
I was like, yes.
Yeah, there was some cool
Boss.
stuff.
Also, okay, can we talk about the best part of this movie?
Yeah, bro.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Danny fucking Elfman.
Danny Elfman. Bro, listen.
fucking
yes,
music
I'm
in
so
this.
glad you brought this up.
Banger.
The soundtrack for this movie absolutely slaps. The second that the movie started, I mean, I'm talking like the first like 10 notes, and I was like, Danny Elfman. And I literally got on my phone and looked it up, and I was like, yup. Because I was like, this sounds like fucking Beetlejuice.
For sure. So good.
Yeah.
Killed
A
it.
superb soundtrack to this movie.
Really, literally, like, saved it for me in a lot of situations.
The soundtrack is phenomenal. Clearly, Matt did not notice in the slightest.
Yeah.
There was music in this movie.
Old Danny E.
Yeah. Danny Elfman killed it.
good.
I instantly was like, holy shit, Danny Elfman not in a Tim Burton movie. Like,
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Wait, there was music, and as my wife pointed out in the chat, she was like, "Fucking Mars Attacks." It's the same sound as Mars Attacks because Danny Elfman did Mars Attacks.
Interesting. Yeah, I was
So I guess I
was
didn't notice there was music, but it's mainly because my wife said something about it.
that tracks. Yeah, no, for me, it stood out as I was like, this sounds like Beetlejuice to me, or a little bit of like OG Batman. Is what it sounded mostly like to me, which makes sense because it was like at the exact same time period. Was 1990
For sure.
So. Couch Tater, though, I love how he's like, I watched this because of Criticless Cast, 45%. These stupid shits
Good
fault.
for you.
Yeah, so he didn't know it existed. Same for most of us, buddy.
Yeah, me too.
I had no idea it existed either. And the follow-up to Hellraiser, and it's a wild movie, man, but I'm glad you could at least give it a 45%. Still decent. Gina Sanis also saw it and is in the chat as well and called it a fever dream. I think that is absolutely spot on. Clive Barker's own bastard child, and was talking about how it's based off Cabal, the book, and all of that. So I'm glad this review, Gina Sanis's review is long and a really good one. I went and commented on it. It's very good. Beach Dad also gave it a 60% and liked it, going in the rad simply for imagining types of monsters in the movie. And that's that's exactly how I feel, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
that's where I was until I started thinking about the plot holes and the things I had problems with.
And
then
this movie is just a giant plot hole.
They are pretty good, I guess. Even if they're poorly done.
No, they look great.
Nope.
They
wrong.
Great.
They are imaginative. Okay, it's a Venn diagram, right? Like you can be imaginative, you can be good, or you could be what's the other one? I don't know.
Great,
But
which
anyways,
they were
it's-
great.
They were
Especially old Noodlehead. He looked that guy we hadn't even talked about him, the guy that bites him with the dreadlock things going on.
Oh yeah. No, he was a good character. I
Yeah.
enjoyed him as a
Except
character.
that we needed a little more story from him. He was just like, I'm
Yeah.
just everybody, and I bit this dude, but now I feel bad because I've started the whole chain that's going to destroy our world because a prophecy
Right.
was on our walls.
Yeah.
Then why did you bite him?
The fact that he couldn't recognize himself as potentially being in that prophecy, being like, hey, that dude looks like me.
Right.
There's a cave painting that looks similar to
Yeah,
me.
I had the exact same thought in
Yeah.
that scene where I was like, how did you not know that you were the guy in the prophecy?
Yeah.
That's another one of
Like-
those moments I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't bite people willy-nilly if I
Right.
just look like this person in prophecy. Maybe that's just me being
Also
simple-minded.
breaking their own laws because you were just attacking somebody randomly.
Yeah.
So we got 4 of the users here, gave it a 35%, which actually surprised me because she really likes retro cheesy movies.
She does.
I was surprised that she gave this a 35%. Said it was a visual feast, but basically bad. It's starved of everything else. So she didn't like all the other stuff for the most part, plot and all that. She did get a lovely downvote by Banjo. He did not approve, which Banjo goes through stages where he will downvote everything that you do if he's got a vendetta against you currently. So, and if you want to know, if you want to be able to see downvotes, if you join Crit Club Most Excellent on Criticless, you can see downvotes. It's the only way you can see them. So
That's clever.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Join Most Excellent and you can see the downvotes.
Dude.
Wine Fiend, though, gave it a 60%. I appreciate it. Also, not
Not far
surprised.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not too far off.
Considering while we were watching it, she talked about how she almost fell asleep again.
Which is wild.
Also very.
It sounds like she just keeps falling asleep in all the movies that y'all watch, though. So
I think she just doesn't like any of these movies.
yeah,
Maybe that's okay. So we should probably go into any Wine Fiend review
right,
and take 10 off,
right,
and
'Cause
it'll
she
probably
slept.
be pretty close to how you feel.
right,
Because that 10% or 10 points
right
is the sleep factor.
the sleep factor makes sense.
I mean, she and I normally agree on most things.
Yeah.
Right,
But this was one where I think she's just being a little more graceful with it,
Yeah.
right.
giving a little more grace
Sure.
than like I'm willing to.
What up, Jeremy? I see you in the chat. That's I'm as Good Movies. Everybody who uses Criticless, if you wanted to know, he's up here in the chat. So what up, buddy? But yeah, we got Normie gave this thing a 39. Was not a big fan of this from the sounds of it. But yeah, he didn't like it too much. But hey, that's how it goes. TG gave it a 62%. The Matrix Undead, which I think is not a bad way to describe this as well. JJ though gave it a 42%. Still in that decent range. Totally feel it, and I get it. Said he gives credit to all the creature designs, and that sounds like, and in practical effects, it really sounds like that's where a lot of people sit with this.
Yeah.
Life on Marshmallows 45% as well. Gave the
Moonface.
McDonald's Moonhead, also clearly inspired by this movie. We got Jake though, a 99%.
Holy
Gotta
moly.
respect it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're reviewing this
Jake.
because of him.
Hey,
and
true.
you
If
know,
it's one of your favorite movies and you're not giving it 100%.
Right.
Is it your real? And no, I'm including 99 in the 100%
Right.
statement. Like that's not really your favorite movie then.
right. And he has multiple shirts and all kinds of stuff, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Nightbreed
Viewmaster-
shirts? He has Nightbreed shirts?
Yes, he has Nightbreed t-shirts. Yeah, apparently that's what he said.
I kind of want one.
I know. I kind of want one too.
It
Like,
would be cool to have one with all the monsters on it.
right, or just titty porcupine chick. You know,
Seductively like pulling you in.
I thought you were gonna say seductively pulling her nipples.
My nips.
Yeah,
They're
but
so porcupine-y.
Viewmaster liked it, gave it a 67%. We got King Tippy, gave it a 40. We're into the older
these are
reviews
old,
here.
yeah.
They are, but Gypsy
Old
Witch gave it a
Tippy,
77%, and she is very picky actually with some of this type of stuff, especially horror. So she liked it, and Sean Zubox, also notoriously picky, gave this a 70%. But I'm guessing that both of these, this is a childhood favorite, likely similar to Jake. So which is totally cool, and I get it. Like I said, this would probably be one of my childhood favorites if I had seen it when I was young. So it does absolutely positively make sense for that.
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
And it does
For sure.
wonders.
I definitely respect it. But I guess now what we need to talk about, guys, is what we are going to be doing next week.
Okay.
We need to figure out what
What
we're
are
going to
we
be
doing?
reviewing. So I was trying to on Criticless go in and find my review or my list. So I do have my list of the criticated movies, but everything is not in there. There was another movie or so that I think I was considering adding.
And we're closing in on Halloween.
We are.
We got like 2 weeks, I think, until Halloween.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, we got to do something big for Halloween.
Right.
Well, next week is the next recording before Halloween.
It is.
Because the next one's after that.
Yep.
Right.
We'll be actually. Ooh.
We should
Wait,
watch.
what day is Halloween on? Is it on the
It's on a
31st?
Friday.
So yeah,
It's the 31st.
so it'll be the day before Halloween, our next recording.
Yeah.
And the question is also like, are we going to dress up for Halloween for the show?
Oh,
Like, because that would actually kind of be fun. I don't know what we dress up as, but that would be fun.
well, it depends on what movie we're watching.
Yeah, it does. All right, so chat, y'all let us know. You incentivize us, and we'll see what we can do about some costumes and what movie we're going to review. Really make it fun. But as of last week, the one that is still standing on our list for sure is House on Haunted Hill. That is one of the ones that we have had up high on the list. Now, it's currently not streaming a lot of places, but I think I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to do 13 Ghosts. If we're doing something that's not streaming anywhere.
Hey,
13
that was my
Now,
recommendation.
yeah, if it's not streaming anywhere, but I'm okay. So no, House on Haunted Hill is on Tubi. It's just not showing on our thing. Which once we update this and get a new database for that, it will show. So there is House on Haunted Hill. We've got, and clearly some people have recently been watching it. This came out in 1999. This is one. If there are any other requests in the super chat, or I mean not super chat, in the chat, and you want to like super chat it or whatever, or request one, we can consider doing it as well. And I did a minute ago see. I don't know if we called these out, but Jake Stanley did do 2 super chats earlier. I wanted to make sure we got him if we didn't, but he said he cannot explain why he loved the movie so much. But hey, dude,
Neither can I.
You love what
No idea.
you love what you love. I get it.
But see, I think it's one of those informative things where if you saw, like you said, like when you're in middle school / early like high school,
Right.
and you're like, this is your introduction to like weird creatures and bizarre things.
Right.
It's easy to be like, wow, I'm gonna look past everything the story wise. You know, it's like these creatures and this world is so interesting.
Right.
And
You also don't know at that age, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't
Right.
have anything to compare it to or judge it against. Like you're just enjoying the movie for what it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's pure.
Right. It's just pure enjoyment. It is what it is. And you're just like, hey, I just dug it. But he also said, I want to thank everyone that watched one of my favorite movies. And you were welcome, buddy. I'm glad you requested it. I'm very glad I saw it. It was fun. And I'll probably watch it again someday way down the road just because it's so weird and wild. But and then we did have a $5 from Gina Sanis who said, you must dress up. Slutty Moon Man costumes are a plus. So, yeah. Yeah, Chris, I'll leave that to Chris. You know, that's a Chris
Slutty
thing.
Moon Man costumes. All right. Oh, I've got an idea. All right. I was trying to infer something from Slutty Moon Man.
Uh-huh.
And
Chris
I think
is always
have...
looking for a reason to dress slutty, if you know anything
Hell
about
yeah.
Chris. So,
Dude, the more often I can be slutty, the better.
I mean, you know, that's how it is. I do have it pulled up as well. Another one that I was considering doing was Pandorum. This is different than the other horror movies that we have been doing because it is a sci-fi horror film. Have you ever seen this, either of you?
Hell no.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it on DVD.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you recommended it and we
Yeah.
couldn't find it anywhere, so we bought it.
Okay. Pandora stars Dennis Quaid
wait.
and Ben Foster.
Got a
Did we get a
$5
super?
for Ghost Ship.
All right, Ghost Ship.
So
that's
$5
being
for
tossed
Ghost
around.
Ship.
Okay.
Which, let me tell you, that traumatized me. I didn't like horror when I was in middle school, and my best friend's, who was the only child, parents rented it, and they were like, I guess my best friend watched a lot of horror with his family, and we put it on in the opening scene, and I was just like, I can't fucking watch this. And I like left the room, and they were like, oh no, and they were sweet people. They were like, oh no, we feel so
Right.
bad. Like we shouldn't have like shown you this horror
Yeah.
movie at like
They shouldn't have.
12.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
True.
Ghost Ship is pretty terrifying. But it is on AMC Plus, and which means it's also on Shudder, so you can access Ghost Ship. So we had a $5 on Ghost Ship, so we're probably going to lean that direction unless any of you others are considering either House on Haunted Hill or Pandora or even potentially 13 Ghosts. That's another
13
one.
Ghosts is my vote. That's what
so you wanna do 13
I
Ghosts?
brought up.
And 13 Ghosts. Now I'm pretty sure
because I've never seen it. Everybody I've talked to says that it's the most traumatizing shit.
It is a very scary horror movie as far as horror
I
movies
want
go.
scary.
And maybe we do that one on
If you
Halloween
watch-
weekend.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good Halloween because that was another one I watched when I shouldn't have.
Yes, same.
My
I
brother
saw it when I was
like,
too young as
"Watch
well.
This it won't traumatize you. You're a middle schooler.
So I'll say this. I think what we should do.
Ooh, a second fiver for Ghost
Oh
Ship.
dang! Yeah,
All right.
all right. You guys are doubling
Well,
down.
damn.
All right,
All
Ghost
right.
Ship. It's looking like next week's going to be Ghost Ship. What I would say is this. So the week before Halloween, that gives us Ghost Ship.
Okay.
Thursday, or we do this on Thursdays.
Yes, we do
right? That's
do
the
this on
day.
Thursdays.
So Thursday is the 30th. So that's the main wham bam.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Week after
So-
next. So yeah,
Yeah.
23rd would be
2
next
weeks
week. Yeah, which will be. So it looks like we're going to do Ghost Ship. If you've never seen Ghost Ship, I have not seen this. It came out in 2002. I have not seen it since around that exact same time. I would have been 14. I saw it right. I think I mentioned last week. My buddy Ben was always the one that always got me to see these rated R horror movies.
Yep. He was a single,
The only child.
too.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, one time his parents actually even went and picked us up early from school and took us to the movie theater midday at school and let us go see an R-rated horror movie. That's what type of parents he had.
Hell yeah.
They were awesome. Like they did.
Love them.
Yeah. But this
Dang.
Ghost Ship
So we
freaking has
got
Carl Urban in it as well.
$7
Yeah.
We got a twofer from
Dang. All right. Ghost
yeah,
Ship
Jay.
Gang is the all right.
5 for Jay.
All right.
So that's definitely next week.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and read. So yeah, Couch Tater says Ghost Ship ? We got another fiver from Gina Sanis that says, I second Ghost Ship. I will be attaching Not Falling by Mudvayne?
Mudvayne.
Yeah, Mudvayne to my review. Okay, awesome. So we'll add that to the playlist as well, Anus. And then we got Jake Sandley also says Ghost Ship was phenomenal. And JJ Happenstance,
But it's
Ghost
funny
Ship
'cause
Gang
we've
here.
Got, what's his name? JB Spooky, and he said
Yeah.
that Ghost Ship is worse than Nightbreed.
Ooh,
So we'll see.
wow.
Yeah, I know I disagree
I'll be the
with that
judge.
because
for
I
You're
haven't
right.
seen Ghost Ship in a long time, but I do remember watching it eventually, like when I was not a middle schooler.
Yeah.
And being like, nah, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, I remember thinking Ghost Ship was cool. Even the concept of like ghost ships are a real thing in real life.
Yeah.
And then a movie being based off of that and it being haunted is a cool concept. So, guys, Ghost Ship is out there to stream. It's on AMC Plus and Shudder. This is a perfect time to get on Shudder if you're not on it. So
Tis the season. as we all know.
tis the season. I've been
Tis the
watching
Shudder
horror stuff.
season.
Yeah, I'm ready for this week because last week I had to watch a ton of movies for podcasts and stuff this past week.
What did
so,
you watch?
I don't even remember now, man.
Wow.
300.
So I watched
movies.
300.
Good movie.
Yeah. Oh, excellent movie.
Yeah.
Excellent
All right.
movie. We
Good.
reviewed that on Bro Science yesterday, and then on Monday was also a great movie. I watched Halloween again. I've been reviewing a lot of stuff this week. I watched The Others Sunday. Excellent horror movie.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole
familiar.
Kidman
Yeah.
came
I
out when
did.
we were kids.
I think I've watched.
You probably have seen it. Everybody
Can't
saw it back in the
remember
day.
it, though.
It's great.
Yeah.
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 So I saw that a couple days ago as well. So I'll say right now, we're doing Ghost Ship next week. All of y'all want us to do it. Ghost Ship is next
Yep.
week. I would say the following week, right now, I'm leading towards 13 Ghosts. I want to get a good,
Yes.
legit, like horror movie.
yeah.
That is a fun one for that.
Vote for
And
13 Ghosts.
Yeah, 13 Ghosts,
for
which
me.
was also
That's one
criticated.
You have to declare as horror.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Like, I
that's
understand so far being like none of these were horror, but
Yeah.
like
well, this movie
Ghost Ship?
100% was not.
100%.
Yeah.
But Ghost Ship is horror.
Dude,
And
I've
then
heard
You can't tell me 13 Ghosts is not horror.
right. Look, I've heard good things about both of them, so I'd be down for watching either one. But I've heard the most trauma
Right.
from 13 Ghosts, so I want to see it because I want to know if it.
You want to feel the trauma.
Well,
Yeah. I want to experience it.
Yeah, I am. Dang, yeah. Jeremy's saying that is the other thing that we struggle with is all of you guys that are out of the country. Some of these are really hard for us to know.
I'll
If
send you
it's
a link.
available for you because Chris has got
Yeah,
Chris has got a guy. He knows a guy.
Chris is the
I
guy.
got you.
Yeah, Chris is the guy.
Look,
yeah.
maybe there's Jolly Roger throwing up. Maybe there's a flag involved. I don't know.
Maybe and for
But
Ghost
you'll
Ship,
see it.
perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very on brand. One
Yeah.
would say.
You also
And
can probably go on like eBay and find like.
I mean, I'm sure anybody getting residuals from Ghost Ship at this point are getting like $1 a month.
They're our
Like,
sponsor. Actually, tonight, let's thank the director, producer of Ghost Ship.
Right. Yeah, that
Or
would
13
be
Ghosts,
Steve
whichever
Beck,
one.
the director. But yeah, he did. And actually, interestingly enough, Steve Beck was also involved with 13 Ghosts. He is the same guy who directed 13 Ghosts.
All right.
Same director.
Wait, he directed both?
He directed 13 Ghosts, and he also directed Ghost Ship.
All right. Well, out of his 4 movies, those were the 2
movies.
Wait.
Hell yeah, good for him.
Hunt for Red October.
And the Piscus
what? No, he didn't direct that.
No, he didn't.
He was just involved somehow.
What about the Piscus?
Poughkeepsie.
I'm not going to get there.
Poughkeepsie.
Click on it.
Poughkeepsie tapes?
Poughkeepsie. No, yeah.
But The Hunt for Red October?
No, yeah, he didn't direct that.
Oh, no?
Poughkeepsie tapes, he did not direct either.
Okay.
So his
So
2
he
movies.
directed 2 movies.
Yeah. Yeah, his 2 movies
But
we might be
involved
watching back to back. Both Ghosts.
Yeah. Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Talk about going on a high. Like, I'm going to direct 2 horror movies and then fuck out.
Yeah. Or just get kicked out of Hollywood.
But he did do The Hunt for the Red October, which is
Right.
He
fucking
worked on it at
fantastic.
least in some way.
Right.
Yeah, he
I'm not
was
saying you
involved.
directed it, but he
Right.
was
Yeah.
involved.
Right.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
was
that's the
boom
plan,
operator.
guys. This for next week. I'm excited about it. We'll do our send off songs, and then we're gonna get y'all the heck out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the bumper. Hopefully, it's not too loud. Yeah, right. All right. So we did already have one super chatted song that we will be adding to the list from you guys as well, which I think was Sir Anus. He recommended Not Falling.
Well,
by
he really
Mudvayne.
just says he's attaching it to his review.
His
we
Ghost
can
Ship.
count.
We'll give it to him. We'll give it to him.
He gave us money. So
Right.
we'll give it
Right. We'll give it to him. So yeah, we'll add that to the playlist for you. But yeah, so what do you guys got?
So mine is Indigo by Sam Barber featuring Avery Anna.
Okay.
It's really chill. Chris, you would probably really like it.
I'll check it out.
Like, it's a super chill song.
Yeah.
It's kind of country because Sam Barber, I think, is technically country.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like the name sounds familiar, but if it's country, Blaine would know better
more
than any of
indie
us.
than country, I think.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know.
right.
It's a very chill song.
Okay.
So very different from what I normally listen to. But
Yeah.
I don't
But
know. It
digging
popped
it.
up on my like Spotify like DJ kind of thing, where sometimes it spits off some random things, and I was like, oh, I'm digging it, so I've listened to it.
AI doing its job. My
Right.
girlfriend's helping you out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Nice. All right. So Chris, what you got?
I have a song by Gordon's Grandkids.
Okay.
Okay.
And the song is called Kissing.
Nice.
And it's a super short, it's like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
a little over. But it's a very 50s, 60s vibe of Beach Boys kind of essence attached to it. But it's good. It's just fun.
All right. Nice. And what was the name of it again?
Kissing by Gordon's Grandkids.
Gordon's Grandkids.
That's,
Chris,
Is that a question?
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah. I put my phone to sleep and I couldn't see the name. But yes, Gordon's Grandkids.
The weirdest songs, Chris. You just the weirdest ones. Mad
that's what I'm here
props.
for.
It is. It is. So I'm going to do a song called High Country. This is actually a country song, but it's High Country by Jason Scott and the High Heat. I'm really gotten into these guys. They're not like full blown country. I don't even really know. They're kind of that country adjacent. Like it's not like radio country.
Okay.
Is it like indie country? Like crunchy country?
No. It's almost kind of more like Red Clay Strays or like one of those bands, kind of like that.
More bluegrassy.
Kind of, yeah. It's just, it's good. I started listening to more of their music after I found this song, and I was like, these guys are great. So, yeah, so High Country by Jason Scott and the High Heat. It's a good song, so check that out. But yeah, so those are all going to be added to our playlist, and I think that is going to be it for this week. Like I said, keep the lookout. Next week, we're going to be doing a review of Ghost Ship, which I am excited about. It's going to be really fun, and super interesting. And actually, I wish I had been prepared. I was going to raid you guys over to one of our friends' channels. I was going to at least, I think Epic Verse is actually streaming. We've been finding out that they stream after us, but I have absolutely no idea how to do that. So I'll figure it out next week, and fumble my way through it. But
Unacceptable.
But yeah, so if anybody does end up going over to Epic Verse after they leave here, tell them we sent you. So they're homies over there because those are all my boys on that channel. So they're all good dudes. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. And we're going to head out and we will see you next week. Thanks so much for the super chats. Thanks for joining us. All the love. And we'll see you then later. Peace.
Later, guys.
Konnichiwa.